Ooh, that was a good hit. Alright, and it looks like we are live. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Botrix, thanks for joining. Tonight, we are going to be watching the newest episode of The Biggest Problem in the Universe. I have already watched a bit of it. I'm like an hour in already, so if you want to catch the beginning of it, you probably should check them out on The Biggest Problem in the Universe on YouTube. Otherwise, just enjoy. I'm picking up halfway through the show. I'm gonna be starting here in just a couple of seconds. I am done smoking, so let's pop this in. And cut out the intro music. Hello, hello, hello. Tonight we're listening to a rotating bit of synthwave. Tonight's first playlist is Space Trip by Aesthetic. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce the name. It looks like aesthetic, but aesthetic. Aesthetic? 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 Who knows? I'm sure you can hear, Mass Effect in the background, because it is running. Let me just mute it for a moment. There. Oh, that's so much better. Alright. Hello! It's me! I'm here! As I mentioned, we are picking up in the middle of this episode, so if you want to catch the beginning, I would recommend it. I'm about negative 129. That's about where I am. Negative 129. So, yeah. It's right about when they start talking about women and their rights to vote and stuff.
And I just had to go.
Yeah, and it was like a disaster.
That's fine.
You brought it to the guy and all this.
Yeah, she's
shit.
like, just meet my husband halfway at the mall with the shit. I'm like, no, come get your shit.
Yeah.
And it turned into a whole fucking thing. And she's like, just throw it all out. You hate me and you never lie. I'm like, I've been holding your shit for 7 years. For the love of God, you had 7 years to figure out how to get it. And I'm finally want you to come empty out my house, and she won't do it.
Why are women?
Do these guys talk to their moms like that?
Why are women?
What do you mean, like trying to be rational?
Yeah, like trying to talk them out of stuff, or what's the deal?
This is a bit
What
loud.
goes on there? I guess,
that
yeah, I'm
down.
trying to think, was I ever... The thing is, your mother cares about you. Any girl you date or
The
marry...
mix looks good on my side.
They care about you, but in a way where they're like, I can escape
Hi,
at any time.
Snugs. Thanks for hopping in. Vito's
They
normal
can
voice
try it.
sounds like angry Dick
Economically
Masterson.
disadvantaged. Why did we ever let him get jobs? Used to be...
They both do talk from like their sinuses, and I know that I do too, because I can like feel it as it's coming out of my mouth in like my face. I can feel it like in here in my face, And I can tell that that's where, talks kind of like this. He kind of talks like Maddox, honestly. And it's kind of a little annoying and a little weird to actually, like, hear in real time. But, like, that doesn't sound like this, but it's in the same, like, range. Where this is, like, kind of like where it's coming out of their face.
Be slavery. It worked out really good.
The IRS did that.
Yeah. We're supposed to just keep
One of
them
your guys did it.
locked into, and then we give them alimony and shit. Fucked up. I did try to find some stats.
I could feel it coming through my nose tonight. Oh, Lord.
Don't really want to look into this because they're
How irrational. Well, James DeMore
We will be
tried to
starting
look
Mass Effect
into
here
it.
in just a
Really?
second.
His
I'm gonna
life
crack open
Yeah,
this White Claw
that's what it
here,
seemed to
sip
be
on
like,
it a
is
little
the
bit,
scientists
get a
are
little
like,
bit more caffeine, and then I'll be ready
Let's
to
not touch this.
Well, who even cares?
fight
Like,
Saren.
who would
I
wanna
tried to
read a
convince him to
scientific
stand
paper
down,
on
but he
why
didn't seem
women
like he was
are-
gonna have any of it. But maybe it's like one of the
crazy.
situations
But
where I
it's,
tell
it
him to
seems
stand down, then I
especially
kick his
relevant
ass, and then it's like a
now,
boss fight
especially
where I
with the,
didn't kill him.
Trans conversation.
But we'll see. Doesn't matter.
There's a lot
Don't
of people
care,
go,
honestly.
transgender
Whatever I
women
get
are,
is what I get.
You know, the same as regular women. I'm like, every trans person I've talked to seems a lot more rational than an actual woman.
Yeah, if a trans woman
Oops.
starts talking about
Yeah,
Right,
man
woman
brain is
starts
pretty
talking,
powerful.
Stop listening.
I go, I don't think you have a
Bitch,
female
I can
brain
park.
'cause you're making sense.
I think they got a lot. I don't know. They got a lot. Guys that go kind of crazy, even though they have the military and sports,
Yeah.
so they can like be assholes still. I guess women have like whoring releases, like OnlyFans and stuff, but society's generally pretty negative on those. So I think it scrambles their brains
You think there's a lack of an outlet for their
for their
insanity?
natural like needs.
Well, this study kind of said that one of the
Fair
big
enough.
things is that
No-
if
no
men get
comment.
into
No,
a,
it's fine.
negative situation. They're very good at like downplaying it.
It
you
is what it
know?
is.
They're like,
You're saying that this
yeah. They're very good at putting it down and moving on. Whereas women
Not so much, Vito.
aren't nearly as good at it.
women will go up for like
Well,
72 hours straight.
Hang on, Vito. According to the state of California, aren't you a woman?
That's my vagina.
I'd
That's
say-
my reproductive rights. That's my reproductive rights.
some men are able to move on, and some women just hold on to some stupid bullshit. And what can you do?
Yes.
They'll give you the silent treatment too. Like if you try.
Oh my God! Look at what Vito did to his fucking paper. Look at him. He destroyed this. He destroyed this paper out of stress. What was he eating this? At the beginning of the show, he mentioned that he like made tabs out of it so he could like find his papers easier. No. That's not how tabbing paper works. That is not how earmarking a paper or tagging it or tabbing it or whatever you want to call it. That is not it, Vito. This is you stress destroying your notes because you're worried that you can't talk about Riley. Just saying.
Try to talk about something they don't want to talk about, they'll just shut down.
I would love to get that from women. I love the silent treatment.
Yeah.
More of that would be great.
Yeah.
But,
Snug says,
unfortunately, you
he has
gotta
more
talk to
folds
these
than
nice
most
ladies.
women.
So,
Well,
have
yeah.
a new girlfriend
Women do be
now?
getting fat,
He's
though.
working on it, yeah.
I'm
And,
trying.
have
I'm
to
trying to
argue
cut
with
it
them
down.
not to be like
I've
their
recently
career
dipped
advisor.
below
What the fuck is
220,
that?
and I realize that's still too fat for a
turn a hoe
woman.
into
I'm
a
looking to get below
fucking
200,
I think
so
it was
at least
more
I'm
that
in
he's
like the
yeah, I kinda do want her to get a job.
Yeah.
you know?
He's
the
not doing it
below
for her.
average
He's
margin.
doing it, like,
So
get out
hopefully,
there,
I think it's like I support your dream. You know,
Her
all these-
dream is to not have a job. That's why she picked something that is stupid
Well, he-
and unemployable.
Yeah. He, to be fair, he told me the story.
keep at it. Thank you.
There you go. He did tell me the story. This happened about a couple years ago. I think I made it sound immediate, but he finally told me the story of why he broke up with this girl. And yeah, she did end up just marrying another guy, and now the guy pays for everything.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
Of course.
She's had the same like shitty job for the last 8 years.
Yeah.
Getting paid nothing.
Art, that was her job?
She moved on from art to
Interior design?
Yeah, roasted.
medical stuff, but like the kind that you don't need a nursing degree to do.
What?
You know, before you get a nursing degree, there's like some medical jobs where like heart monitor not technician, heart.
There we go.
Phlebotomist?
It's like the person
Like
who
the ITT tech
the person
thing?
who literally just sits in the intensive care unit and make sure somebody doesn't flatline. You don't need a medical degree
You have
to
a
just
sign to do that?
they just every hour you got to
The
write down.
machine doesn't do that? Ah!
I think they want someone there to record the vitals every hour. It does seem like
okay.
something a computer could do, now that you mention it.
Yeah, well.
So my problem is men expecting women to be rational.
A lot of guys ran into my show with like I've tried to tell her this, and I've tried to tell her that. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I really had to explain
Why?
to this guy that I'm like, you're never gonna convince a woman of anything.
You got to manipulate them.
It also comes to like these social media dog piles where like a woman goes, you know, oh, this guy's a bad guy. This guy's
Well,
a
I didn't
creep,"
have
and,
that
like, you've
before the
lost.
fight, so maybe that mattered.
The only
but-
way to get away from this
Oh,
is
well.
to just leave the room. You know?
Did you see Grums is like a creep?
He's getting Me Too'd. Well, not
He's
exactly Me
blocked by
Too'd, but
Jessica Nagiri or something.
I think he's blocked by at least one cosplayer for being a creep.
He is a creep. And he's got that little cartoon
Eh.
avatar. So you think he's cute?
Not really. He's
the
kind of
thing is, like,
whatever,
Yellow Flash,
honestly.
I'm sure talking
Unless he
about
becomes a
all
bigger
the
deal in the
animes.
second two games, he's kind of
Says a lot
whatever.
About Grums. That guy sucks. You see his video
I look
games?
forward to
He's
talking
always
about
how video
this
games are
game
sexy
on
ladies,
What
and
Is This
everyone's
Game,
like,
September
yeah, but here's the
25th.
lady in your fucking game. Like,
I have a lot to say about this first game. Video game, like game as far as gameplay loop and actually playing the game. 2 out of 10, honestly. Now I will maybe bump it 3 out of 10 because I do realize that this is a product of its time, and this is from 2007, and it was severely limited based on the hardware and technology of the time. However, the gameplay is ass in Mass Effect 1. If it wasn't for the fact that I love the story, the characters are cool, the setting is awesome, the music is pretty cool, like everything except for actually playing with the fucking controller and moving around, pretty good. I actually like it a lot. In fact, I would put it at like a 8.7, maybe even a 9.1. I don't know. I'd have to do a little bit more analysis on it, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna put it right around comfortably an 8.5. Just saying. It's an 8.5 out of 10 as a like story video game vehicle, which is the bigger deal for me personally. I like story first and then gameplay second. Like if the story is good, it can get past like any gameplay aspect, honestly. Like I could probably put up with Death Stranding because the story is so fucking cool and good and like interesting. But goddamn, do I not want to play Amazon Simulator. So like maybe I should just watch the game. Anyway, getting back to Mass Effect. Yeah, 2 out of 10, maybe 3 out of 10 for the gameplay. 8.5 solid for the actual, like, what is Mass Effect. Really cool. And you're saying I'll love Mass Effect 2. I know I will, and I know I'll like Mass Effect 3, even though the ending is arguably just upsetting because it kind of just fucks up the first 2 games. And now I do know that the DLC sort of patches it, but I don't like the sort of Brian's Winter approach where, Brian Paulson? Brian's the character's name, Garrett. We'll just look it up real quick, because I don't want to... If I talk about this again, I need to know who wrote it, so let's just check real quick. Who wrote Hatchet? Gary Paulson. Hey, look at that, I did it. Alright, so... Gary Paulson, Hatchet, really good book. Like, from beginning to end, really good book. The last, 10 pages, kind of unsatisfactory because it kind of, robs the entire book of its purpose when he just kind of gets, a get-out-of-jail-free card. The artist, or the author, Gary Paulson, wrote a sort of sequel or alternate ending to Hatchet, which is called Brian's Winter, where he in fact does not get rescued and get out of the wilderness. He kind of just keeps going with whatever the natural progression and kind of what the more accepted ending would have been. So, Brian's Winter, while technically not the original ending of it, it is arguably better and could be considered the true ending of the Brian story, even though it was a sort of afterthought. So, I don't have a problem with the DLC fixing the mainline game, because I already have the DLC anyway. If this came out whenever I was into the game and I was, figuring it out and I just got, raped, I would probably be pretty upset about it. just like most Mass Effect fans arguably are, and still online. Like, I can still find people being pissed off about it, which I get. Mass Effect 2 is Empire Strikes Back of the series. Just as good storytelling and a solid gameplay with replay factor. Yeah, I've never seen, as far as I know, I've seen Mass Effect 1 and I've seen Mass Effect 3. I've seen, like, a lot of it. But I can't remember Mass Effect 2, like, the game. I know what happens in Mass Effect 2, but I don't remember the game. So, I am hoping to be pleasantly surprised. I'm excited to get into the second game, but I'm not going to just jump right into it. After I finish this playthrough, I'm probably going to do a second playthrough and skip all the shit that pissed me off in the first playthrough. Exploring in Mass Effect 1 is ass. I hate it. I did way too much of it, and I got most of the exploring achievements. Hated it. Why did I do that to myself? I don't know. I'm just a completionist, I guess. Anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna click this. We're gonna listen to a little bit more of this, and then I'm gonna fight Saren.
She's from EverQuest 1995. She looks like shit.
Looks like shit.
Looks like fucking RuneScape.
I don't know what those references are. I know EverQuest. I was in that pilot
Oh, you were in the early EverQuest
before. Then then they announced that you don't get to keep your stuff when the real game
It's called a
starts.
beta, not a
That
pilot.
was like 1994. You were playing EverQuest in 94?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Is that your problem?
That's my problem.
That fucking sound
Looking forward to
effect.
these super chats, buddy.
Me too. You might have to read some of them.
Vito is going to get absolutely
I can probably
raped.
policy.
I could probably read
Because
them.
of your no
I can-
Riley policy?
I can read them.
Or is it?
Everybody overexplores in the first game. Okay, well, that's because video games of this time, when they're especially getting more like open world or whatever, we're supposed to encourage you to do that. Assassin's Creed is a great example of it. There is so much to explore, and there's way more collectibles than you ever need to get, but it actually feels like it's entertaining and rewarding to explore because it's not just a barren wasteland the entire time! And the vehicle... Oh my god, okay, the vehicle handles just fine. Like, honestly, I don't mind the vehicle. Like, once you get used to how both the boost functions in, like, in conjunction, it's fine. The planets where there's mountains and you have to drive up mountains, it's just bad gameplay. It's not fun, it's not entertaining, it's not fun to watch, there's nothing happening except for you trying to fucking Skyrim up a mountain with your fucking Mako. And honestly, it really started to piss me off because it's just not fun. And I'm the type of person to go for completion if it's, like, accessible. It's not like I had to go out of my way to do this shit, except for on the fucking, like, more Earth-like planets where it's nothing but fucking mountains and hills. So, yeah, I realized the entire time I was in a hell of my own making. And I told multiple people that I realized that everything I'm not enjoying about this game is my fault. I did this to myself. I could restart the game right now and, like, probably enjoy it more if I did, like, a sort of different playthrough. But, I fucked myself by making myself way too powerful. Like, I kill everything instantly. And I also fucked myself by forcing myself to explore everything. And I knew it wasn't fun, rewarding, or interesting. Whatever. I won't hold that against the game. I know I did that to myself. And it's not Mass Effect's fault. It's my fault. I tried to min-max the game and I got fucking punished for it. Whatever. I'll move on. I'll get over it.
Is it no mint policy or is it both of them?
I can read the super chats.
Is that in the contract, Vito?
What an incredible plan for a podcast of not responding to a topic that you're not going to talk about and stonewalling.
Can I load one
Knowing
save
that
back?
I'd have
Probably
to
not.
carry the show through it.
Alright,
no
hey,
matter
what's up,
what,
buddy?
And thinking that it wouldn't get funnier the longer you went
Excuse
silent.
me. Oh, excuse me.
Because Riley hurt your feelings.
Lift.
Okay, my problem is lingering holidays.
What is a lingering holiday?
Like 9/11 we just had. And then...
That's not a holiday. Well, wait, isn't it? No, because they don't close the. I thought the post office was closed, but it's not.
I don't know.
Fuck your shields, dude.
All I know is you get all day to post all the pictures of the buildings exploding and like blah 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 blah
Not really how
blah.
you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, and then when it hits midnight,
Damn, I
that's
double
the
whipped
end.
that.
That no more.
And we're talking
No,
about
take
it.
the decorations down. No more. Look at this new shot of
Take the
9/11 that you never
decorations
seen
down.
before.
Yeah.
Today I'm getting shots of 9/11 still that were posted today,
Yeah.
and it's what day is it? It's like 2 days. It's 48 hours later.
Why am I still
Like,
overheated?
It's like somebody after Christmas, somebody says, "Oh, here's a present that I was supposed to get that I didn't get to give you."
Yeah.
It's too late. Just save it till next year. You missed the spirit of the holiday. Shut it down.
Is this all about 9/11?
I mean, that's just the most recent holiday.
Hey, can you move over there
But
so
it
you stop
happens
getting
to every
shot?
like birthdays.
You don't want the
Women are always
I'll-
like, well, it's still kind of my
Yeah.
birthday, but it's like I don't want to see any more 9/11 pictures after 9/11. That's when that's the day that I'm.
Yeah.
That's the day.
My
that it's
pistol
fun
is
for,
also
and then
busted
after
because it has
that,
infinite fucking
it's not
heat
fun
gauge.
anymore.
Oh, I got one shot.
I mean, I
Will
get
Smith fucking dancing
I
around
get
on
it. I
the World
get
Trade
it.
Center is not
I
supposed
get
to be
it.
funny, according to you.
I know.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? Are you?
Should've
so are
killed
you
the
one of these
sniper
people
when I
that go,
realized he
"Hey,
was
listen,
there.
I
That's
wanna
my
have a
fault.
Birthday
Just-
party come over, but it's not on their actual
Just
birthday.
ignorance,
It's on
honestly.
9/11.
No,
Come
I'm curious how
over,
far I go back.
and I celebrate my
Should we all
birthday
have
on
our
9/11.
birthdays
Back here?
on 9/11?
Okay.
You got to do it before. Once it's after, it's lingering.
So if it's after the birthday, not good. If it's before
it's
the
no good.
birthday,
Don't know,
That's
and I
fine.
don't
How-
care,
okay.
honestly.
How much before the actual
1
birthday
week.
date? You go
1
1
week.
week. 1 week.
Has to
Whatever
be
ones that are on the
within
screen at
week
the top
leading
right
up
now.
to
Pretty
it.
generous.
Those are the ones I have available.
Well, because it's got to be on Friday or Saturday. So you get 1 week.
Yeah, I guess
You
your next
can't be-
Friday or Saturday is taken away.
If your birthday's on Friday, it's got to be on Friday. It can't
Alright,
be on the pre. So you get 6
you stand
days.
here.
6 days.
5 days.
And you stand there.
Is that right?
I don't think you know how a week
Friday,
works. Friday to
Friday.
Friday is 7 days.
No. Because you can do it on Saturday.
Don't shoot
If
me.
your birthday's on Friday, you have to do it on Friday. If your birthday's on Thursday, you're allowed to do it on.
You. You're the one that killed me
Saturday the
last
week
time.
before. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, that's 7 days. Can't, if it's on Friday though, you can't do it on the Saturday.
I'm having
Do you
some
not know
skill
that
issue
Thursday
here with my
Thursday
aiming.
is
6 to
7 days?
7. It's 6 to
I
7.
would
I'm
like to
worried
blame
about
the alcohol,
Friday day.
but
You're
you
in
know.
there.
Yeah.
That's
You can't
a little
do it on Saturday.
disingenuous.
Sunday,
You're in the
Monday,
pocket.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's 6.
Okay.
So 6.5 days. But if you
Let's
start
go through all
showing
the dialogue
9/11
again. I would
stuff
appreciate if I didn't.
after 9/11, it's lingering.
Game
Too
over.
much. Yeah.
What about
Get stressed out.
Hold on, but
People
like
get stressed out. You wake up, it's 9/11, you're like, here we go. I'm ready for some hot fucking jokes.
I'm gonna disagree. I think you're wrong on this. Okay, Thanksgiving. You can do Thanksgiving like is that another week situation? You can do
Black Friday.
Thanksgiving.
It's a different holiday.
But you can do Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving.
What do you mean?
Up to 2
Yep,
days.
yep, yep, yep.
You have to eat it.
Well, I'm saying if
Yep,
somebody
yep,
missed
yep,
Thanksgiving, you go, hey, we still got some food left over. It's still Thanksgiving.
Can we go through this? Can I just get through this, please?
Fine, but we're not all getting around the table.
I think you could admit-
We're
I
not
think-
listening to fucking stories
I
about
think
what
you
you're
could
doing.
set your Thanksgiving later on in the week. It's not a big deal.
It's just weird. It's just a weird.
And then
forced
Christmas, you get like the
I
whole
just
thing.
did all
No,
of this.
Christmas,
I
after
don't
Christmas,
want to do this
second
again.
Christmas is over. Boxing Day is another holiday, but the second that's over, it's just your family annoying you while you're trying to work.
Oops.
It's over.
Boxing Day.
I should've hit the blue
They get
one.
an extra- We don't celebrate.
Do I have?
Boxing
Oh, I
Day.
do
Yes,
have
we
the
do. We
point.
just
So you know
don't
what?
call it that.
Honestly,
Everyone
hold
goes
on.
back
Give me
to
a
the store
second.
and takes their stuff back on Boxing Day.
No, you're an idiot if you take your shit back the next day.
Well, everyone still fucking does it.
I'm just gonna
'cause
level
they
up real
gotta get
quick
it
and
in
just
and
gonna-
gotta get it out of the way.
Just gonna make sure I have that
Holidays over.
that last
what was
round
I
right
gonna
there.
say? Well, what if you had a divorced family? You know, Christmas
if I
at
can't
mom's
just
house,
finesse my
next
way
day,
through that real
Christmas
quick.
at dad's house. You gotta
Just
split
beat
it
the
up.
Probably
kids and
not,
get it
but
over
at least it's
with.
worth a
Yeah,
shot.
two of them.
What's the point?
And then Hanukkah is the one holiday where they said, let's just keep this thing going.
Like Black History Month.
Sure.
They're like, let's do it all year long. Oh God.
Well, it is kind of all year long now.
I was also
That's all
using
it
the
is.
wrong
Black
mouse
History
and
Month
keyboard
is,
settings, which may have a little bit to do with it. I was over
Lingering
DPI'd.
holiday.
Hopefully, it should be a little bit better now.
Gay- What's Gay Day? Gay Month? June?
Pride
Aw,
Month.
fuck you for crouching there.
Stretching into July. People are being gay all year.
Nope, it's definitely because I have alcohol on me. I'm just
A
whipping.
lot of like trans months and days. It's like you get Pride Month, but then you also
can you
get
get off
Trans
me?
Remembrance Day, and then you get like Trans History Day.
How could we forget?
How could we forget all that great? Every time they do Trans History, it's always that one.
Okay,
They do trans
let's
history?
avoid the whipping
yeah,
here.
but like it's always you're like, well, like who? And then they're like, that one lady who made that music for I don't even remember, just playing on a Moog synthesizer.
I'll just aim
I think
slower.
did some
That's
film
fine.
scores.
Don't need to quick
Cool.
scope right now.
Yeah. What we're talking about?
I'm not celebrating women.
Talking about too much trans stuff. We love the trans community.
Do we?
I'm also a member of the trans community. And I
Legally speaking, yes.
I understand your struggle. Dick, here.
I wish I
you
could
wanna hit a
jump.
button?
Honestly, I really do.
We really do. We have to stick with that fucking sound.
Oh.
Can we switch it up sometime?
Here, yours is fine.
Can I save, please?
That's pretty
Please let me save.
See, this is like gets you hyped up. Wow! More problems.
Alright, we're gonna talk one more time. No more times after that.
It's like you're not doing history because it's 9/11 day. Of course,
Stop talking
it's
about
just
9/11
so fucking
for
annoying.
life of God.
Like 9/12. Like,
Why are you
okay,
doing
man.
this?
Like, we don't really care
see
about
the
the
picture.
hours like any other day. Just do it on the day.
That's funny.
And it's over. It's not interesting. No one
Once I
fucking
understood
cares
All right.
beyond the day.
Sovereign
Fucking
needs
stop.
I watched a guy show how a steel beam, when heated, will bend.
You did that for 9/11. That's how you celebrated
And I
9/11.
celebrate watching metal
Together
bending.
we can stop
That's cool.
Sovereign.
And then I watched
We don't have to submit to the
some
Reapers, we can
blacksmth
beat them.
videos. Watch him make some swords.
Were you working like
well.
like an Army of Darkness? Like
You still
building
said no,
stuff to
so.
fight Riley?
That would be good.
Alright, guess I gotta kick your
I'd
ass
like
now.
if I could build weapons. That would be cool.
Alright, let me take out your fucking ads
wanna
first,
build
because
a-
ads are bitches.
What would be your best fantasy weapon? I want the gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII. I
No,
always
don't
thought
shoot
that
me.
was the coolest looking sword.
That little revolver?
Yeah,
with
it's got a
blade on it?
revolver that you hold it, and then
It'd be so
Alright,
you'd
there we
break
go.
your finger.
you would absolutely.
Don't
break
you
your
dare
fingers.
fucking
It's not
shoot
a
through
good
that
bit,
wall.
but it's a fantasy thing. You have to imagine there's some
Peek
sort of
it.
guardian force guiding his.
Alright, I guess I'll
hand
just
that
shoot your
protects
shoulder.
it from
I would
me.
like a device where I could just think about someone and it would stop not exist anymore.
the Death Note. You know, well,
I don't want to have to go through all that work though and deal with that fucking guy always there talking. Like, what are you doing today? Like, I'm fucking jacking off in bed until like 9:30, bro. Fuck off.
Assassin's
Base.
Death Note would legitimately be a fantastic
I would make that guy
series.
cry in 3 weeks.
You gonna write some stuff in the notebook? I don't fucking know, man. I got shit to do
Do
today.
you have a gayer gimp suit that you can
Hey,
put
can
on?
I have
Then
my
maybe
sniper
I'll
back?
think about
Give me
it.
my heat gauge.
Nice
Fuck you, I'll just
eyeballs.
use my pistol then.
That's a pretty good bit. What about when that little gay detective shows up? He's creeping around and being spooky.
Oh, that little
Alright.
weird guy.
Yeah, L.
Big
That
head.
guy's cool. Yeah, but he's trying to hunt you down. He's definitely.
Yeah, a lot of people on that.
Yeah,
One more guy.
Wow, that was hard!
Kill me.
that's fair enough. I bet
Maybe
L.
he'll make a video
I bet
about
L
it.
would hang out on Kiwi Farms to get all his.
Why am I
Where's
so
the
powerful?
That was after him, and that's the scariest part of that series. That
yeah.
bitch who shows up like, I love you. I don't think so.
I punched him in the
He
face.
kept wanting to kill her, but he couldn't kill.
Bye, Green Goblin, bye! You just gonna skateboard away? Alright, bye. That fight sucked! Now, the first 2 times I died was my fault because I was being an idiot and I got sniped. Totally get that. Once I stopped being an idiot and I actually, like, aimed and was shooting people, I really hope Mass Effect 2 and 3 are, like, marginally harder and it's not just a point-and-click shooting simulator. Because, like I said, 2 out of 10. This game is bad.
I can't believe that Ash didn't make it. How could we just leave her down there?
You know. It was you or her, because I don't even know her.
There was no time. I couldn't save you both. The bomb was about to go off.
But why me? Why not her?
I also don't like how limited the dialogue options are because, like, sometimes a logical answer is not one of the options. Like, here in this situation, my answer would be like, I don't know, I'm sorry. I just chose what I thought it was right. I'd never leave you. No, I don't know him that much either. I mean, he's cute looking, we've had a nice couple conversations or whatever. It was my decision. Well, yeah, obviously that's like the kind of neutral option. Then snapping at him is clearly not the right decision here either. So it's like it reminds me kind of like a Fallout 4, where the dialogue options that are on screen are not exactly representative of what your character is going to say, nor the tone that they're going to convey it in. So sometimes it feels like you're picking the right one, and then Shepard is like a cunt for no reason. So, you know, like, whatever.
It wasn't your call, Alenko. I had to choose. I chose you.
But if I'd done my job, you wouldn't have had to make that call.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't my fault. The only one to blame here is Saren.
Yes, ma'am. We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those pieces together.
Sure.
You want to join our minds again, don't you? Okay, go ahead.
Let's do it.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Let's link up. Yeah, connect our synapses. Ugh, we're firing together, yes! Okay, except for this part, that was identical to the last time.
Incredible. I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
Okay, so let me ask you a quick question since you clearly know what's going on here. Is it an animation error? Or is there a reason why all Asari are fucking squinty as fuck and like their right eye is like all broken and shit and like it's constantly like kind of like this in the middle of conversations and it looks like they're trying to wink at me or trying to open it but their like eye is glitching a little bit? Is that just like the video game or is there a reason Asaris are squinty as fuck?
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the...
No, look at her eye! No, I'm not kidding. Look at her eye right there in that last scene. Or, like, this eye is, like, for some reason. Like, I don't know if it's an animation error or if it's, like, a biology thing. I'm not trying to be, like, casually racist or anything. Fuck the Asari either way. I don't care. Like, they're pretty cool, but, like, I don't care about, like, anybody necessarily. But I would like to know if it's intentional or not. Because it's not just her, it's every Asari in the game has had that problem. And I know that they're like genetic clones, or like they're very similar like genetically, and they're all like the same creature. So it would make sense if it was like a genetic thing, and that's why they all have it. I would like to see like somebody else's playthrough and see if it's like the same thing. Cause like I said, it's not like it's like weirdly happening. It's consistent with every Asari in the game.
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research. Ilos! The conduit is on Ilos! That is why Saren needed to find the Mu relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu
One of their
relay
ancestors
dozens
made
of
love to
systems
Popeye
and
the
hundreds
sailor,
of
and now they
workers.
all have that
How was
squinty
I to
eye.
know Ilos was the one we wanted? Without the cipher, the images in your visions were never clear. Only now do I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
We need to get to Ilos.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the Terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren's heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We need a fleet to... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's
Bye.
a convoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
You sound really chipper right now.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, I'm
That was
pleased to see your
instant.
mission on Vermar was a
Bad
success.
cut there.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of Krogan serving under him.
The Krogan would have served Sovereign, a Reaper.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine, a true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming, if it turns out to be accurate.
Sovereign's a Reaper. Saren admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports. The ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
Oh, okay, then I'll just
It's highly possible.
give
Saren
up
is
then and
using
just
false
chillax.
information to throw
Whatever,
you
it's
off
fine.
balance.
Nah,
Our
no worries then.
intelligence has
I'm just
never
gonna retire
turned up
then.
any corroborating information.
That's fine. No worries then. Don't believe me, that's fine. I'll just go chill on a different planet and, like, relax at a bar for a couple of decades, and then, like, whenever the entire universe gets fucking killed by sentient machines, you'll be like, "Ah, save me!" And I'll be like, "Nah, it's fine. I'm too drunk now." Shepard, why must he play lo-fi music during our galactic meetings? Correction. Actually, as it says right here, it's chillwave, synthwave, and retrowave. It's not lo-fi. It's a different genre. Actually?
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to take something I say on faith, Counselor.
Try to see this from our perspective, Commander. Saren is a threat we can recognize. However,
They
as
said it,
far
not
as we
me.
know, the Reapers only exist in your visions.
Oh, yeah.
Our decisions
That's fine.
affect
That's...
trillions
I
of
mean,
lives.
technically you're right.
We cannot act on the accusations of a single person, even a Spectre. Not without solid evidence.
Okay.
The Council
well.
cannot take any official action here. That is why we created the Spectres. You have the authority to act as you see fit.
If you truly believe Sovereign is the real threat, you must take whatever steps are necessary to stop it. And Saren.
So we support you officially, unofficially, officially, unofficially, officially, unofficially. Do whatever you think is right, and we'll say either you did a good job or we don't know who that bitch is. One of the two. So we support you. Alright, before I hit the next mission, I'm gonna go talk to my crew, see if they have anything they want to talk to me about. Probably not. I have neglected them most of the time. I'm also going to hit play on this and take a quick bathroom break. So we will be right back.
Killer,
Pussy.
sadly. There were some complicated situations that prevented him from making it happen.
Yeah.
I hate that character. Dick, here's my problem. You ever go shopping? I know you do. You love shopping, don't you?
Yeah, at the Americana, like I was
The
talking about.
Americana. You ever go to
Yeah.
the Target? You ever go to the Walmart? You ever go to the grocery store?
Yeah, sure.
What's the first thing you do when you get there?
I have to answer the black security guard who's like always more and more like friendly with me.
Really?
He's like, hey, how you? It gets more and more like.
I mean,
in a
it's not
nice
the same-
state
it's
and-
not the
and a
same
nice-
guy.
It's the same guy. It's always the same guy. He's like,
just goes
and a
from
lovely
store-
day to you too. Again, good to see you. I'm like,
Every store
why
you
is
go
it
to?
fucking longer every time? Yeah, it's the same guy like Pokemon.
And then he goes, I gotta go take my lunch break. And you look in there, he's got a cat in his hands. Dick,
No.
What do you mean no?
He's from a different part of. No, because see, the slaves that came here had 400 years to stop eating cats, but the Haitians got frozen in time because of all the abuse from the French and the death squads. That's what I'm saying.
And that
the culture was not
drove
allowed.
them to cat eating.
Not drove them. They love it. They're in.
They love
They're
it.
still in. They're
Yep.
still eating the cats to this day in those nations in Africa.
Don't you think?
That's my point.
Sure. I think they just have to eat. You know, I think if you gave them something else to eat and it tasted better than
Okey-dokey,
a
I'm
cat,
back.
they'd go, well, I like this better.
Not everybody's like you.
I think that the
They
human.
just eat. You know, Mexicans eat pigs' heads. You know that? Cabeza, tongue, that
cabeza
shit?
is good. Tongue's good.
No, it's not. It's
I
fucking
love
disgusting.
I love cabeza.
Chicken feet? You know they eat chicken
I don't
feet.
eat chicken feet.
Well,
No.
they
Hey.
do. Fucking disgusting. That's
What are
why.
you all doing on my
There's
ship?
nice,
I don't remember inviting you.
Mulita?
It was
The
an honor working
Mulita?
with you, Commander Shepard.
Which I don't know
Despite
exactly
the
what
losses,
that's supposed to be. It's
our
kind of like a
mission
tostada. It's like
My
a soft
superiors will
toast.
duly
Eating
honor Chief
testicles.
Williams for
You know,
us.
they,
Not what
they
that
where they
is.
eat testicles.
sacrifice has
White
earned
people eat
humanity a great
testicles,
White
you know.
people eat
respect from my
testicles,
There
yeah.
you go. Thank God
She knew what the risks
there's a
were.
byproduct of slaughtering.
Any of
They
my
can just
officers
eat
would've done the
testicles. They don't
same.
run around stealing them
Of
out of
course. The
farms.
grim reality that
Yeah.
every soldier must accept.
Chitlins.
Rest assured, Commander, my
I
men
don't
and
know
I
what
will not
chitlins are.
forget. what you
Actually,
have
they're pig
accomplished here.
intestines.
We will
Oh.
leave you
Okay.
They
as you
stew
reach
them
your
up or
destination.
something.
So it's not just
Thanks.
about
You
the
have my
taste.
gratitude, Commander.
It's the culture.
Most people
Well,
would have
it
left
is
that
the
scene behind.
culture, but like
I would have left you
it's like
behind.
The Haitians have like a culinary tradition of like preparing
Eating cats.
it lovingly with a
No,
side
they're
of
just eating it.
spring grass and a lemon
Let me see
wedge.
what you
They
have.
see the cat. No,
Okay.
I'm gonna eat that
Whatever.
cat.
Yeah.
I got to. See that dog? You know in China they're just stealing people's dogs with the collars and eating them.
That's well. If you would, I think the Chinese. Again, we talked about this, guys. Bonus episode. Biggest problem in
Yeah.
China.
Back on
Eat-
Vermeer. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
I really didn't though. I'll have to double check after this playthrough, but it definitely seems like I could have done like 50 times more than I did. I had the option to save at least you specifically from the cure or from the genetic disease you have, and I just decided, meh. That's fine. I'll just blow it up on my way through the factory. No worries. When I got into the room, the guy didn't give me a chance to, like, talk to him. He just started killing me. So, you know what, honestly? I'm gonna blame Shepard on this one. I did not do what I could have. I did less than the bare minimum. Just admit you dislike Solarians. No, I like them. I like them a lot. I just don't know them, and they just kind of are on my ship now because I had a combat situation with them. It kind of feels like they're squatting now. Let's put this in terms of like real life. I invited some people over to a barbecue, and like they were having a hard time, so I let them like camp out in the yard, and then they just like now they live here forever. Now I don't know for sure. I don't know, like, I don't hate these people, I don't dislike them. In fact, I like the commander a lot. He seems real cool. I liked his speech and everything like that, and he kept all his soldiers alive except for my guy. But honestly, I didn't have to send her with him anyway. It was just like a forced dialogue option, which I don't love. But hey, it was part of the story. So no, I don't dislike Solarians. They're one of the few people I do like. I don't like Shepard in this situation, because it definitely feels like Shepard could have tried to get the cure while we were on the base that was developing the cure. I don't know. Like I said, maybe it was something I did wrong. I'll have to double check it. But it just seems like Shepard was like, okay, either we either have a race of Krogans that are just zombie slave and just unstoppable juggernaut killing creatures, or we kill them all. There's no other way. It seems like it was a very binary choice, which I do not like in this game. Is that it's either choice A or choice B, and there is no wiggle room. So I hope that I just made the wrong decision.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
No matter what it takes, I'm gonna hunt him down and kill him.
No, you're gonna kill him.
I like this.
You already told me you're gonna kill Saren. I don't want to do it. You do it.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Oh no, Ashley dead. Bye, Ashley.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while.
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen
I
some.
bet you have. Anything in particular?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
He might be in the second and third game, but, going back to my problems with this game, I made myself way too powerful. Okay, before I bumped it up to hardcore, I was playing on normal, I killed everything in one bullet, and I was, like, immortal. I couldn't die, my squad mates never went down, I was literally just walking through and pointing and clicking like it was like a mobile game, where I just walked in and encounters and like, oh, that guy's dead, oop, that guy's dead, okay, interact with the thing, hack a console, go back to the ship. Maybe if the combat was a little bit more interesting, I would have picked Garrus, because I like Garrus better as a character. But, as soon as I got Tali, I just picked her because she has, like, all tech tree, and, oh yeah, exactly, for RP reasons, 100%, I would too, but, I'm not enjoying the game, so it's hard for me to get immersed and go into, like, RP and story reasons and stuff like that, because the game is so ass. I just picked Tali because she has max tech tree, and then as soon as I got Liari or whatever, I picked her because she has max biotics. So I was just like, okay, well, I got both of them, and I kill everything in one bullet, so we have all three trees covered. And at that point, I became even more powerful because every enemy that I didn't kill instantly, they killed instantly, or made them float off the ground and flying through the sky and shit. So at that point, I was like, okay, I just have a crew that just, there is literally no combat in this game, so I'll just go through it. Like I said, I made all my problems. I could have picked different characters. I could have took Kaitan with me or Ashley and just had like people with me and like I actually had to like fight and think. But instead, I just picked two super wizards and I just walked through all fights. Maybe in the second and third game I'll take Garrus and I'll try to make it harder on myself because I did not enjoy how easy it was.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests.
I definitely like Garrus like the best. He's like the best of all of these crew. Tali is really cool because she has like story implication, but Garrus is definitely the best of the crew.
After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
They're delicious.
That testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing.
Exactly. He's super cool. He's like the best. He's great. Absolutely. And his voice acting, super stellar. Plus the voice modulation in his throat where it becomes like a harmony of himself. Very cool. I really like the Turians.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk.
Plus, he's got a cool scouter. Who doesn't like that?
One of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
See, that's not what I said!
Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
That's fucked up.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good.
Okay, now I don't see any problem with it.
Properly, so he'd just leave it in.
Okay, now I do see the problem.
Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
Okay, I'm morally conflicted about this one. I don't know the laws. I don't know the laws of the area that we're in. Morally, I don't really have a problem with that. If the people signed up for it, and they were looking for it as like a job, and they at least were informed of the side effects, then it's kind of on them, and it's not a big deal. Like, whatever, you know, sure, you might be doing some sketchy, unethical shit, but is it illegal? I don't know. And if it's not illegal, do I really care? No. Did he hurt some people? Maybe. Did he do it on purpose? Maybe. Did he do it for profit? Definitely. Is that a problem? I don't think so. Did you interview this guy?
He deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Sweet. So he's still out there. Props to this guy. Good work.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran,
I whiffed it.
blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
Does that matter? Like, how many hostages are we talking about? Were they willing hostages? Like, he said he nabbed them. What if he hired them and just said they were... There's a lot of details that I can't necessarily jump onto. I want to say maybe fuck this guy, but at the same time, if it's legal, who cares?
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order.
Oh,
They were worried
sweet,
about
Garrus.
hostages, worried
Okay.
about civilian casualties.
Alright, never mind. I'm totally with you now. Alright, that was a roller coaster. Yeah, no, you made the right
Hostages
choice.
were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
Exactly,
You
idiots.
hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Padlin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did.
Well, I
All
almost
they had
did.
to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
No,
A few
you're right.
Casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
No, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salian?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Sweet, I'll do
check
it.
out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go.
100%. We'll just do that. Fuck Saren. We're gonna do this right now. Can we do this like literally right this second? Yeah, we'll just do it right now. All right, let's go. Oh yeah. Oop, gotta go upstairs. I like how slow these doors are.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udino wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his gap.
I knew they'd come around. Back to the
Wait,
Citadel,
no, wait,
Joker.
can I-
I want the
can I
Normandy
do
at the
this?
head of that fleet.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, well. Can't say I didn't try. Well. It is what it is. Like I said, I'll probably do a second playthrough because the episode of What Is This Game is not until the 25th, so I still have plenty of time for another playthrough.
Good job, Shepard.
And I should definitely interact with my crew more, because I totally ignored them for the most of the game.
The ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
How many ships are you sending to attack Ilos?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
That's some big hubris there, dog. Real big hubris.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
Sovereign's the real threat. Saren's just a servant of the Reapers.
Only you have seen the Reapers, and then only in visions. We won't invade the Terminus systems because of a dream.
Why do I even work here? Fuck you guys.
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Vermeer. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
Secrecy isn't his...
Saren is a master manipulator. The conduit is just a distraction from his...
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Y'all just pissed me off. Okay. At this point, personally, I would just quit. Just say, alright, fuck it, whatever. Humanity can die, I don't care. Fuck you all. Don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go hang out with my crew and we're all gonna die together. Wow. Not surprising, though, honestly.
Are you insane? After everything I have done, you still don't believe me.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
What do you want?
Commander, are you alright? I'm sure there's a way to appeal. We're under Alliance authority.
That was a really weird animation sequence, though.
Official channels are closed. They were quite clear about that.
Closed. And we're supposed to accept that. So where do you think the best view will be when the Reapers roll through? If we have to sit it out, may as well get a good seat.
See? He's with me! He's like, alright, fuck it then! Whatever, let's just go die! Fine. See, I like this guy. This guy's good. I like this guy.
We're out of the game for now. I need you to be there while I figure things out.
You know you can count on me, or any of the crew, Commander.
Come on, Kaidan. I can get a salute from anyone on this ship. Sometimes I need a shoulder.
Yeah, I always leave a way out. You know that. I'm here for you, but we're in a rough spot, and the last thing I want to do is muddy things. Like it's all that clear to start with. Are we the pride of the fleet or not? Are we valued agents or just peons?
That is a really good question. Let me think about that. Are we the pride of the fleet? No. That's why we have a stealth ship, and we are directly not operating with anyone else. we're kind of like a dirty operation. Constantly. We are constantly under and off the record because the council does not appreciate what we do, even though they like it. I don't know much about the Alliance. I assume that's the humans. They also don't seem to give a fuck because that guy just sold me out to the council before whatever reason. Even though he was the one that kind of sponsored me to become a Spectre, which again, he was only using me for human political gain. So, I'm gonna go with no. We are not the pride of the fleet. We have a really cool ship, which most people hate because it's a giant waste of money in their idea. So, no. Are we valued agents or just peons? Officially, we're valued agents. Unofficially, we probably are also valued, but we're not respected, clearly. And we're also not liked or, listened to. People fucking hate us because, or me specifically, because I'm a Spectre and I just have no authority except for these jackasses who can just completely just ground me for no reason. Do I have unlimited authority and infinite access, or do I just have it until you guys say, never mind? So, again, I'm gonna go with the second one. I think we're just being played. I'm gonna go, depends on who you ask.
I'm sick of it too. Maybe we need to take a little initiative.
You have something up your sleeve, Shepard? What am I saying? When don't you? That's what I appreciate about you.
Ooh.
Galaxy in the balance in your trip talking to me.
I just need a little practice is all. I think we've got some time.
Hell yeah. Do it. Do the move.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message.
Damn it! What the? Yeah, me too, bro. That sucked.
They are eating a lot.
Okay, so they are, but you don't think Haiti is.
I didn't say I don't think Haiti is. I totally agreed with. What is this thing on the show where Dick goes, "Oh, you don't even think they're eating cats and dogs in Haiti"? I go, "I think they're eating cats and dogs in Haiti." You go, "Typical liberal doesn't eat cats and dogs in Haiti." No, I think they are. I think they are.
All right.
Just more of that liberal fucking agenda. Won't admit that they're eating them.
Get them out.
Every fucking problem you do, it's telling me what my position is. Dick, the first
you
thing...
think we got to get them out and get Trump in there?
Who? The Haitians?
The people that are eating the cats and dogs.
We.
We got to get them out.
Get them out. Get Trump in, get the people out.
I don't think...
See, I knew you would say that. Typical liberal. Doesn't want to get Trump in there.
You guys are driving me up a wall.
Vito, the gay team guy.
Here's the first thing I do when I go into the Target, go to the Walmart, go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Get myself a shopping cart.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes you get a shopping cart and you get the bad shopping cart. And that's
That's a good problem.
Getting the bad shopping cart. It's just a bad experience all around.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
this
you
is
can't
a
find
big
that
fucking
one?
problem.
That's like
You've never had
food.
a bad shopping cart experience? It's because the whole time you're going, oh, why did I not just get a good one? If I had gotten a good one, I'd be having a much better time right now.
I don't really care about the bad shopping carts.
You ever go to get a shopping cart?
Man,
and
fuck you,
trash it?
Vito.
You're like, oh.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
sorry, I fucked that up.
Really?
Fuck you,
I'm
dick.
disgusted by
No,
that.
Vito's right on this. The bad shopping cart fucking
hope they got the,
sucks.
cart
The
wash
wheel
with
doesn't
that
work. It's constantly
sticky
trying to
handle,
steer
and
the
you get
opposite
whatever
way.
the last person and
It has
all
no
sticky
handle.
on it, put
You got
on
my
The
there.
fucking
sticky
phone
glasses.
holder is broken off.
Guys, you were mixing glasses again, but not over the sink.
Yeah.
And you spilled. And you wiped it up, but you didn't use soap, did you?
You're gonna derail my problem with
I'm just
more
saying.
grievances
I'm just saying.
about stickiness.
I'm just saying. If you're worried about sticky shit on things, I walked to the fridge and I was like, I know where that
I'm
is.
the master of the sticky. I did wipe it up. I'm sorry. I didn't
Not with
use any
soap,
soap. Okay. My bad.
Vito,
Get
you're
the
constantly
shopping
fucking up
cart
this guy's
with the
house.
busted wheel keeps wobbling. can't even push it correctly.
Yeah.
And now, or the squeaky cart, everybody's looking at you like you're...
At my job, I work retail, so, okay, look. At my job, we have both baskets, like little rolly baskets that you can kind of like just roll on the floor or pick up because they have two different handles. And we have just the standard aluminum shopping carts, obviously. We only have 3 shopping carts because people keep stealing our shopping carts, and it takes us like 18 months to get new shopping carts. That's not really an exaggeration. No joke right now. If I ordered carts on Monday the 16th, they might get here Christmas of next year? No, it's not 18 months, but that seems about the right amount of time. The earliest I might get them is June of 2025 if I ordered them tomorrow. Baskets, I can order them, but they have never filled my order of them. We have 6 baskets left, and 3 of them fucking suck. They're rolly baskets. That's the whole point of them. You can put them on the floor and, like, roll them around. 2 of them have, like, weave. Like black girl weave. Stuck in their fucking, in the wheels. And one of them completely does not work. Like, one of the baskets, the wheels just don't work because 2 of the wheels somehow have weave in them. Getting a bad shopping cart fucking sucks. Maybe you just are a little privileged and you don't go shopping enough. Maybe you just order off Amazon. I don't know. But getting a bad shopping cart fucking sucks, and Vito's right. Why didn't I just go back to the... Why didn't I, as soon as I started pushing this, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. Just leave the cart there and just go grab a different one. Why? Did I think I was, like, fucking over an employee? Did I think, maybe I could save time? No. Every time it's a bad experience.
You're an idiot. Because the
I
whole
don't know,
way
man.
through...
I don't think that squeaky shopping carts and shit are that big of a deal. Shopping
No,
carts?
not squeaky.
I think it's, you just have a bad time. You can't...
Who knew one could bear their inner soul by talking about shopping carts? I'm just saying.
Came in to shop to get a...
This... Hold on, let me just pull this up. Let's see, Here we go. The shopping cart is the ultimate litmus test for whether a person is capable of self-governing. To return the shopping cart is easy, convenient task, one which we all recognize is the correct and appropriate thing to do. However, to return the shopping cart... We all recognize it's the correct and appropriate thing to do. To return the shopping cart is objectively right. There are no situations other than dire emergencies in which a person is not capable of returning their cart. Simultaneously, it is not illegal to abandon your shopping cart. Therefore, the shopping cart presents itself as the apex example of whether a person will do what is right without being forced to. No one will punish you for not returning the cart. No one will fine you or kill you or berate you unless you're being attacked by the cart narcs. And you gain nothing by returning the shopping cart. No merit, no benefits, nothing. You must return the shopping cart out of the goodness of your own heart. You must return the shopping cart because of the right thing to do, because it's correct. But nobody's going to force you to. The person who is unable to do this is no better than an animal, an absolute savage, who can only be made to do what is right by threatening them with the law and the force that stands behind it. This is a ridiculous meme, but it's also completely true. Like, the shopping cart poses no, like, real-world significance, but it's also a huge indicator. I have people come into my store, and they ask me, hey, where are your carts? I'm like, I apologize. We only have 3. So, if they're not currently in use in the store here, they are most likely outside the store in the parking lot because somebody didn't return it. And then they just look at me like I'm supposed to solve the situation for them immediately. Like, okay, I'm supposed to go outside and do recon which isn't my job. I'm the manager. I'm just like the shift lead. It's not my job to go get carts. But they expect me to just be like, okay, so you're gonna go grab me a cart, right? Go outside and search for one, and hoping one materializes, or I have to go throughout the store and ask another employee, hey, you only have like 3 items in your cart. Can I switch it for this basket so this guy can go carry his sodas in here because he's fat and lazy and won't carry his own shit? Fuck those people. If you don't see a cart, there's a reason. Either they're out, or they're gone, or there never were carts to begin with. Fuck you for asking. If there's not a cart, there's a reason why. Have you ever thought about the fact that it maybe take me 18 months to get a fucking order of carts in, and if I want carts in my store, I have to, beg the corporation for them, and explain to them why it's worth it to them to give me carts? Look, this is way above my pay grade. Why do I care about it? I don't know. I have some sort of mental deficiency that makes me fucking hyper-focused on stupid-ass shit. But it's important to me for some reason. And it really pisses me off when these people can't just bring back the cards! It's the easiest thing. It really is.
Important items.
How much food are you buying?
To fulfill your... How much food am I buying?
Yeah, do you need a whole shopping cart?
This just makes it... It's better than holding a basket.
You use a shopping cart?
Yeah.
How much food are you filling that thing up with?
Enough that I feel comfortable getting a shopping cart.
Why don't you just get another shopping cart if it sucks?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you're already like halfway through the shopping, and you're like, well, I'm not gonna go back at a different shopping cart.
right away.
You don't always know right away. Sometimes you get halfway through, and then that wheel starts squeaking. You go,
What's the deal? Yeah.
What's the deal? And now they got those wheels.
Sorry, I missed this message. I just returned the cart because my OCD won't allow me to do otherwise. As I just pulled up in this meme right here, the only time I don't put the shopping cart back is if there's like something personally serious going on. Like if I'm about to piss my pants and I don't have time to go back into the store and wait for the bathroom, or like I have to be somewhere and I'm already late. Like there are very rare, if ever, not a circumstance where I won't return the cart that I have and maybe grab 1 or 2 more on my way back to the cart fill. Because it's not... It takes 1 extra second to make somebody's life easier. And it boggles me that people can't just take that tiny bit of effort to just make the system keep working. It doesn't shock me, but it really fucks with my brain and pisses me off.
No, they don't.
I've had the lock just
I guess it
suddenly
is
come
bothering
on
me.
for some fucking reason.
No, when?
One time I was in a Target, the wheel locked, and the next thing I know, I'm dragging the cart through the fucking store, and I left a giant, because the wheels were locked up, I left this giant black mark going through the entire Target.
Now you're talking.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
I had a giant.
Why would you do that?
Another cart.
Why would you get another cart?
This is your fault, Target. So I just
Well, yeah, but you're
dragged
punishing
it all the way to
yourself.
the front.
Just go get another one.
Because what if I leave it there and then somebody fucks with it, starts putting shit back on the shelf? I was like, no, I'm just gonna drag it to the front. I don't want to have to make another trip.
That's so paranoid.
So I dragged this fucking cart the whole way. I left a burning rubber trail.
Because of your stuff?
Yeah, because
I gotta
What happens if you have to go get more stuff, Vito? It's not the end of the world.
I'm like, I'm just gonna drag this fucking thing.
Are you
Why
a guy
not?
that, like, when you're annoyed, you hurt yourself to show, like, you know, the man? Like, I hate this. I'm just gonna angrily push this and inconvenience myself instead of just dealing with it rationally.
It wasn't a huge inconvenience. It's kind of fun to pull a shopping cart.
And drag it on the
well,
tile?
whatever. It's just like dragging a shitty wheelbarrow or something.
Okay, that doesn't really answer the question.
He is so dramatic, I doubt the cart was heavy enough to leave a black mark on the floor. See, I would be with you. I would agree with you. Except for the fact that I don't believe Vito is going to the store and not buying a shit ton of stuff. He's probably buying, like, multiple cases of, like, diet soda or sugar-free soda or whatever because he's trying to, like, not get all the calories, but he still can't give up the fucking soda, so he needs the sugar sludge. but without the sugar. So, pretty sure if this situation is real and it's not just like a hyperbolic situation, like a bit for the show, it's because Vito filled up a shopping cart full of fucking soda, and then the cart blew out its wheel, and then he could no longer carry his soda, so he dragged it. Now, like I said, you could be totally right. I also doubt that this might be a real story, but if it is, it's probably because he loaded that bitch so fucking full.
I can't think of a situation where I punish myself in a...
A lot of people do. I mean, I'm not saying it's not like a judgment.
I can't think of an
Wait, so
example of something like that.
Okay. Am I just
You
going
ever
back to the
personify,
Citadel?
like a tool?
Like my cock?
I guess.
Or like something you're doing, like you keep losing the same screw, and you're like, fuck you, screw. And then you think about it, and you're like, this doesn't make any fucking
Who
sense.
the fuck are you?
I mean, I don't know.
You hit your hand with a hammer, and you're like, this fucking hammer never works. I fucking hate it. Like the hammer did it to you, you know?
I don't think about it like that.
Okay.
How do you think about it?
I think I used to
I have
do
to
that.
be
I
right
think
back
at a
real
certain
quick.
point-
I'm
I
not
think
going
at
to
a
stop
certain
the
point I
video,
said,
but I will be
Bro,
right back real quick.
stop pretending that these items are like fucking
Did you
up
have
your
names
life.
for the items? What other items?
Hammery, screwy.
What about all the, like what really was? It wasn't hammers. You know, how often you swinging hammers? Not often.
I'll use, but again, it's like usually when I would like lose. It's like when you're trying to or like you're trying to put something on a shelf and everything comes falling down.
Yeah.
And I guess
You're like,
it's,
God damn you,
know what?
Isaac Newton.
It might be like you feel like God's fucking with you, you know? If you have that Christian
Oh,
guilt, where you're like,
okay.
oh, I'm having a bad time of it because Jesus is mad at me.
Is that who you blame?
I got to go to Bible camp and pray him into my heart. So I.
Is that who you blame? Some sort of
no, not anymore.
deity?
Not anymore. It's like the cosmos. You wonder if it's like karma or something that you're having
No,
a
I
bad
don't.
time.
Is that what you're talking about, though?
Nah,
What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, what were you talking about?
I think you just get upset and you want something to blame other than yourself.
Do you
know?
blame the hammer?
Yeah, you blame the hammer.
This goddamn beer spilled all over me. Like that?
Yeah, I'd say I think I did that more when I was younger, and now I go, no, all your problems are clearly your own creating.
How did it go at that? Do you remember doing it?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay,
like,
finally Vito said something that's correct. Everything in your life
annoyed.
is your
You're
fucking
annoyed by,
fault.
That's the thing.
Yeah, you're annoyed at the thing.
Huh, okay.
Why won't this TV turn on? The TV's punishing me. Why is this thing broken? You know?
No, that's why I'm asking so many questions.
Here's a good example. Throwing your game controller would be an example of that. Like the controller's fucking you up.
That's not why I've thrown a game controller.
I'm saying it's not always why you throw the controller.
What the
but
fuck is
sometimes
Vito
you're like-
talking about right now?
Or like, hey, I don't know. I think it's something in the human brain where like you want to blame, or at least some people, you want to blame something exterior to yourself for the problem you're having.
What?
Okay. Well, yeah, it could be.
Maybe some people. You know, Vito, actually, I think that may explain a lot right there. You're blaming the universe for your shit? I don't get that.
Or it's psychosis.
I think it might be.
Might just be
Okay, the second
schizophrenia.
one.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
there we go. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it might be
Game controller.
psychosis.
Hey, help me through this thing, Mario. Come on. Mario, get over that fucking thing. You're talking to the game character.
Oh, you know, that's Philmar from accounting.
Anyway, my problem is getting the bad shopping
Schizophrenia's
cart.
on the table.
All right.
Is that it?
That is
so our
it.
problems are.
I like how her
bad
helmet's
shopping
clipping
carts.
through her neck.
What was your other one?
Men who expect women to act rationally.
Okay, and mine was
Holidays.
People who eat
So what if I kill you?
lingering holidays like 9/11, and people are eating the cats and dogs. Let me see if I got a great song I forgot to play about that.
They're eating
Oh.
the cats.
God damn it.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs.
This is how I do it.
Eat the cat.
When I'm not eating cats. Like that.
Terrible.
Eat the dog.
Okay. Here's a ghost.
It's bad. That's why it's funny, Vito.
.show.
Yeah.
To vote. Patreon.com/biggest problem. We desperately need your subscriptions. We had a big drop.
We have to do
because of our behavior.
We have to do. Well, we missed a bonus episode. That wasn't. Well, no, we
do a bonus
did make it
episode?
up. We've talked about doing this game challenge thing, but you have to help me fucking coordinate it.
I feel like we have to hit a breakthrough. till
Anybody
we can
gonna
get
fight
going
me?
Back up on the upward.
I will literally
track.
kill everyone in the Citadel if anyone fights me.
No,
I
it's gotta
promise.
be more than that.
Well,
It's got to be an emotional narrative breakthrough.
We have to do a bonus episode.
It's got to be whatever the opposite of
fans.
whatever the opposite
I'll
of
be going.
boxing up is.
We owe
I don't
the
know what
fans
it is.
a bonus episode. We should do it.
Whatever the
this
opposite
week.
of building a wall is, out of stones, it's got to be the opposite of that, where it's like the Kool-Aid Man. Yeah.
I think we had a good show this week. We had good problems.
No.
We still got more.
Where else
more
am I
come.
supposed to keep this beautiful physique?
You want to talk about Horseman?
Riley?
It's not Horseman. It's
The
Horseman.
comic from Eric July.
A lot of the punch has gone out of it.
Is that still my status on Discord? No. It's drink your fucking potion.
Now,
A lot of
honestly,
the punch has gone out
because-
of it because everyone's doing
Oh,
it.
I posted
No,
on
because
Twitter. That's where it
the
was
thing to
from.
make fun of Eric about was his thin skin.
Yeah.
And you're like, he can't take it. But
Yeah.
I can't.
He's gone radio silent.
Not exactly. Okay, here's some voicemails.
Ooh, I am the ghost of fatness future. Ito, I'm going to come on to your property.
I disavow that.
That is a spooky ghost.
This one I want to steal as a problem.
Hey,
It's
what's
so
up?
good.
Biggest problem in the universe is definitely porn websites and apps that make you hit extra buttons while you're jerking off.
Yeah, 100% true.
It's purely demonic. A couple of my old standbys were Red GIFs, like off Reddit, and Chatterbait. And Red GIFs has become almost intolerable. It throws out this overlay of scroll down for more, and then you have to click to dismiss. But the overlay grays out the whole fucking image. Just whatever.
Ooh, I got
Chatterbait
followed by
used to
Manny
always
Muskets
have
on
to turn down
Twitter.
the volume, which was- sorry about that. I'm at work. I'm ignoring.
I'm at work.
Chatterbait, you always had to turn down the tip
Talking
volume.
about
But I got used to
pornography,
that.
huh?
Now when you maximize it, there's a chat overlay that could be covering nice shit up, and gotta go fucking click that shit too.
Yeah.
Or even worse, Instagram, Facebook. It shakes the whole video up and down. If you scroll down, you get to the next one, or it just automatically auto plays down to the next one.
That's true. That's
Death
true.
Death penalty is the
And then I
only
gotta have a
solution for
branching
people
mechanism
designing
in my
shit
head
these
to find out how to
days,
get
especially shit that we
back
jack off
to the original one. And keep going down that branch.
Makes the jerking off take longer.
Good point, sir.
This is why you just torrent the pornography. You have the video, and you can watch it whenever you want.
Torrent the pornography?
Yes.
I don't think you want to have those torrents in your.
You delete the torrent after you torrent it.
Oh wait, what? You torrent the torrent and then you delete it right away?
The torrent file, but you keep the actual files. You just pick a lady you like and you download her entire discography.
And then delete it after you come, like out of shame?
No, I'm talking about. I thought you meant you hold on to like the seed file or something.
You hold on to the you hoard the porn. You're a porn hoarder.
You're saying I see it. I'll seed it for like a week after I get it.
No, fuck this. As soon as it's done, delete the seed.
Cut it down.
Yeah. I mean, you hold on to the porn.
I guess that's a good question. Snugs, do you hold on to porn? Are you a porn hoarder?
Yeah.
How many hard drives you got?
It's just I got a big what do you call it? Like an 8 terabyte thing. It's not all porn.
Is it labeled porn?
If I download it and I watch it and I go, you know what, this isn't that good, I'll delete that.
Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there we go. Eating cats.
God, with this.
Hey, it's Blake in Arizona. I am most of the way through the Dick Show with Vito on it, and man, I was very against Vito at the beginning.
Not really. Gave it up a
But
few
as
years
the
ago.
recordings were going, man, Mental is
What do you mean,
fucking
gave it up?
annoying
Did you
and
delete
unbelievable.
it or just stop collecting
He
it?
is demanding a change in behavior from Vito that requires time to pass. And he is sitting there surrendering, but like a cop, she's just like, get on the ground, get on the ground.
Get on the ground, stop moving.
Vito's just
Stop clipping on me, dude.
So you'll smile if somebody says something about them.
So now,
Okay.
Vito, fuck with her forever. Awesome, don't care. Love the show, have a good day.
Okay, so you won't talk about it, but you will react. That's good to know.
Stop looking at it, and before then, I didn't collect.
Hey,
well, that's
let's
cool.
do a bit. I'm Dick and Frog Tony. Hey, Vito, you told everyone you know I want to fuck kids, and that I hope that Riley shows up to this individual's warehouse and shaves his arm hairs and fucks with him consistently. I don't know, there's just kind of like levels of jokes, and there's like levels, I don't really understand it. And, like, they're just levels, guys, like, you don't understand, like, I'm like special, and there's like, just kind of levels. You literally told everyone you associate with you want to fuck kids. And then
Yeah,
you...
but that's fun.
He's having the same mint problem that she was having, the growling. Okay, maybe this will be the last one.
Vito, you have to have thicker skin than this shit, bro. You're crashing the fuck out way too hard for someone who is as mean and as callous as you are.
Oh, I need to go to
in
Flux.
the way that you talk about others and your so-called friends and co-collaborators. I mean, you're fucking ruthless, man. And it's funny. It's fine. It's funny. We all get that there's jokes involved, but you do say some very fucking mean things about people that are supposedly your friends. You have to have thicker skin than this shit, man. It's the fucking internet. You act like this is something new that you're just finding out about. Like, this hasn't been happening since fucking the early 90s. Like, no one is believing any of this shit except for you. You are taking it way too seriously. You are completely lost in the sauce. I love you, Vito.
That's
You're
a good
great.
slogan.
You're funny
I love you too, buddy.
until it gets to you and it becomes real only for you. I think that's what you're not understanding. Is
That's
it's
true.
only real in your fucking head.
Very true.
This is all jokes to everyone except you. Oink, oink, oink.
Okay, I got
for your call.
Love Sack over here.
Oh, no.
Hey, Vito. You said that you couldn't fuck the love sack, and I'm curious how you were doing it. Were you, like, both in the love sack?
Oh, you want to bend
'Cause
her
I found
over?
the tactic of she's in the love sack.
What the
and you're
fuck
next
just
to the
happened?
Love sack to be very effective. You can push her away. You can
What just
throw her down.
happened?
It's easy. What are you doing exactly?
You still got to get the right shape. Why not just bend her over something that's not going to keep changing shape on you?
What was his solution?
He wants you to bend her over the love sack, and then you're next to the love sack, but you're not on the
Well, how
love
the
sack
fuck is she
with
gonna
her.
hold herself up?
Yeah.
She's just gonna be bent over the love sack?
Right to business. Bend her over something with
like a
rigidity
counter
to it.
or a bed.
Yeah.
I'm an alliance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me.
In any scenario.
Don't
That
try
doesn't
to
make
sell me
sense to
on
me.
this. Just tell me what you want.
Let's see here.
I need you to buy a mental
Convenience
stimulant for me.
stores.
It's legal.
Hey, Dick. Hey, Vito. Biggest
Purchase
problem in
the
the
monthly
universe
limit, and I need more
is going into the convenience store to grab a fucking cranberry juice, and then some
That's
asshole,
based. All right.
volunteer
What
decides
exactly
to
is
talk to
this
you for
stimulant?
about
I don't know the
5
medical
minutes
terms, but it
about
increases mental
nonsense
capacity,
and
short-term
about
recall,
the
that sort of
song
thing. It helps me stay
Gangster's
focused,
Paradise
and
by
it keeps me sharp.
Coolio.
Yeah.
How it really is. Not
Nothing
only
better
an
to do
amazing
on
song,
meth
but it
than
really
talk
speaks
about
to
Gangster's
the youth
Paradise.
of America. And
The negotiations were supposed
how
to be
much I
last
want to
week,
just go
but the
fucking
Solarians
kill
stalled
myself
it,
after
probably deliberately.
realizing, I don't know why,
I'll be
you
a
decide
wreck.
not to
My assistant will take over, and that will
stop
be a
the
disaster.
conversation after 30 seconds of it, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Is
So,
your assistant
anyway, biggest
incompetent
problem
or
in the
just
universe.
inexperienced?
Love the show. Go fuck
Worse.
yourself.
Thank
He's an
you.
alien
Here's
sympathizer.
a pirate that
Woo! Racism! Let's go!
Vito, this is Red He wants to show them we're reasonable.
And this is your
No
only
race
warning,
will
you
respect us until we
scallywag.
show them who's in
I'll
charge.
be raising anchor.
That's what it took with the
setting
Turians.
sail for the West
Forget
Coast.
my
Yeah, raising, you got it.
Plunder the pirate property. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
You
Very
lost me a little
convincing
bit there.
pirate, sir. Very convincing.
this
All right,
deal so
last. You want the Reddit one or the
Solarians
smarter
want
than
to set
this
up
one?
long-term trade
I only
agreements.
pulled
There
the.
are billions of
Are you gonna
credits at stake.
stonewall that
They
one?
don't
No, I'm not
care.
stonewalling.
My
I
assistant will take
I
over
can't
and mess up
decide.
the
I'll
whole
pick
deal.
smarter
It would be
than
a
this.
disaster.
Hi, Vito. I know I'm a complete stranger.
You should put some trust in
I'm
your
not going to
assistant.
pretend like I know you, but
My
I really
assistant
thought
wants to
you were
bend over
smarter than
backwards
this.
on the Citadel bases. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us
I'm
until
happy.
we show them who's
I'm
in
a happy
charge.
guy. We got a great show.
Just forget my assistant.
Just gotta stay positive.
I'll see what I can do.
You don't have to. I want to have a positive show. I want everybody to have fun. I'm making a nuisance. All in the room.
I'm having fun. We had some great problems this week.
Oh man.
All right, we're going straight into super chats then.
All right,
Guys,
good thing we're getting your
don't
drugs.
forget to vote on all the proms at biggestprom.show. And we got to do a bonus episode. I want to do the video game challenge. Dick sounds like he.
I mean, it's just like it's so tense in here and in general that you could.
I don't feel tense. What do you mean it's tense?
It's very tense. I know you don't. I know you don't feel it, but.
Okay,
whatever.
I'm
It's something
sorry.
That'll have to be dealt with, I guess.
Is there anything I can do to make you happy?
It's not happiness. It's
tension.
It's not happiness.
It's tension.
Tension. Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I don't...
Because the people are going to get... that voicemails was like a... Those were the nice ones that I pulled out.
Yeah.
It's going to be... it's going to get worse.
Okay. I mean, you know, I listen to the voicemails. Thank you for your voicemails. I'm excited. Guys, you can find the...
Wait, what do you mean you listen to the voicemails?
Well, you played them. I listened to them. The ones you
oh,
play
yeah,
on
that
the
wasn't
show.
my point. It was the...
That wasn't my point.
You can find
the
the
negativity of the
You can find the... Well, you guys, if you want to leave a negative voicemail, I'm here, and I'm excited for it. Don't forget, you can find the voicemail link on the website. I think it's under the contact page.
I don't know what happened to the super chats. Did they
Is
go
that
now?
not them?
I didn't see you come in.
Well, yeah, but it like stops it. This one.
Every
So-
time I come
September
in here, I
6th.
see
We're
someone
way past
threatening you.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are
Who
old
is that?
ones.
Someone from
September
Okay,
13th.
there we go.
Yeah, there
I
we
can
go.
take care of it.
There we
Just
go.
tell me what's going on.
Okay.
I was
You want to set a
fired by my
timer? What do you want to
previous
do?
employer
You want
for
to
giving
you want
out
to daisy
free-
I mean,
chain
you can
these
just read
things?
it.
Damn, she's
You
based
can
too.
set a
They
timer.
never filed any charges.
Timer.
They just
I'll
wanted
set
me
it
to
like a
leave without any
whatever
fuss.
5-minute timer or something.
Yeah, maybe
I don't
that's
really
maybe
know.
that'll be fun. I don't fucking know.
Now
All
they're
right.
blackmailing me.
Cool for two. Thank you for not killing yourselves. Well, Koof actually made it
If the
first,
board
it looks
finds out
like.
about my
Good work,
past,
Koof. You got the
I
first
could
one.
lose my
Dominic for
license
two
and
says
shut
stolen
my
from Koof,
clinic
World
down.
Star. Cardinal for two. We love
Maybe I can
Vito.
get you out of this.
Dominic for two says
Tell me what
fuck.
they want.
Koof for
have to
a
give some of
huge
my medical
$50.
supplies to a
Thank you,
merchant in the
Koof. My
market.
God, I
They
love
expect
Koof.
delivery today.
But I
Holy shit, $50 from Koof.
have all of Koof's stickers.
You de-wrenched him.
I gave it right back. We love Koof. Koof makes stickers for all the shows.
Fuck you for 1 second for turning on Koof. Koof is a fucking awesome dude. And even as a joke, going after Koof, bad move. Bad move.
As I keep coming across, I can take a big handful of them.
Yeah.
And I have a nice Sony television that I have all the stickers from all the shows on it. I should take a picture of that.
Yeah.
Coop for 50 says the 3 super chats above me and every other super chat below me belong to
Guy.
gay men, and he wants a Vito's booty.
Oh,
so
Give me your
good.
contact name.
we
Oh,
guess we're
very
getting-
good.
We're getting
Cool.
a pirate early on,
Deal with
and I
it.
have a
Won't they
I have a
expect more
grievance when we get to the Vito's booty segment,
you
which
do?
I will
I'll
bring
make
up.
sure they don't tell
Okay.
anyone.
The malware for 2.
I was
Koof
told
is
to
also
speak
gay.
with a merchant named Morlan down in the markets. I really appreciate this, Commander. Thank you.
If you... I don't have a finish that sentence. I was gonna come up with like a vague threat, but it didn't work. Let me see. Let me try again. If you try to destroy Koof, I'll make sure he never thanks you for not killing yourself. That's about as best as I can do.
Hey, don't read his super chats. Dominic for 51 says cancel all Koof super chats.
My parents.
If he
Cancel
pays,
them.
Hold on, if he pays an
Chose
extra
to keep the
$1, I
medical
feel like
supplies
Vito's
on.
booty is off, and someone's got to pay another $50 to get it back on.
Well, it's getting smashed either way.
He just
whatever you
canceled it.
want.
He just canceled it. He says take his wrench.
You either get on the scale or you don't.
Diamond G for 2 says do not come to Vito's property.
Commander
Do not
Shepard.
come.
Anyone
J-Rob
could have
Detailing
that
Ireland for €5.
working on
Lads, I'm fecked. Head cold ruined me.
Let me take a look at
Great
what
crack.
No,
on-
you got it, lads. In fact, head cold ruined me. Great crack on the Dick Show. I'm glad Vito actually got it in the end. Cheers, boys. I don't think you did, though, J-Rob.
Beach
But I
Hook for
appreciate
2
it.
says my property. Black Crimson for 5 Australians says thanks for the snacks. Thanks for not killing yourselves. We should have snacks.
Cat Poop Pants for
Yeah, that's a
a
fa- that's a
Reckon
fair
choices
response
3
to what I
assets
said.
and drawings. Refer to Biggest Problem in the Universe fan art Discord channel. I heard he was in Brazil working on Eric's comic from Chile. Yeah, he did trace you.
Okay. He traced.
Dick
Wait.
Pinasecki. I don't like
Yeah, what's
Vito
up?
for $5.
is an
Smoley Mellow.
honor to
We
speak
demand.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
I don't know, you got great hair though.
You're marking the end of the first contact war with a protest.
as we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
Hold on 1 second. Well, when did I miss Dick dressing up? Hold on. I was watching the screen. Oh, he's doing it in the last, like, 2 seconds. That's weird. Was it Coop that made him dress up? I would assume. Okay. Oop, hold on. Put that back.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
That's presumptuous of you. I would actually like a stat breakdown if I spent more time on my ship or on the planets. Because I'm pretty sure it's planets.
I don't know terra firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
That is not unreasonable. But some of the things these people are saying sound a bit bigoted.
Excuse me, I don't believe human politics are any of your business.
What the Alliance does affects everyone around it.
She's right, you know. If we could stop being so racist, it might it might make us look better to the general public. Even my own crew seems turbo-racist. So, I guess a speciesist. We'll be more specific. We're speciesists. We are xenophobic and don't like aliens. For some reason. Maybe I don't know enough about humanity's past in this franchise, so I could look it up between games. But everybody just seems like a huge cunt for no reason. So, are we part of the Alliance? Are we part of the Galactic Civilization, or are we not? Because if we are, and you're on a planet that's part of the Civilization Galactic Alliance Federation thing, you shut the fuck up and be part of it. Otherwise, why don't you go move like on a moon or something that's uninhabited, or go hang out with Father Kyle and his homies?
We live in this galaxy, Mr. Saraceno. We can't pretend that what we do affects no one else.
No, of course not. My apologies. I only meant to point out that other species have no right to interfere in Alliance politics.
Okay, that is a good point. If the Alliance is humans, and only humans, then he's right. We don't need aliens involving in human politics, but as far as the galactic politics and stuff, we need to be a part of it and stop being so goddamn prejudiced.
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shan-Shi to happen again. I don't suppose I could...
I don't know what that is!
...a statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be invaluable.
Tell me what that is.
The occupation of Shan-Shi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shan-Shi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
These two options are very apt. I can't support you or I won't support you. Which one do I feel? Tell Space Trump there he has my vote. You're not even gonna hang out with, No, I get it, but I don't agree with it. So it's not that I can't support you, cause I get it. I just don't vibe with it personally. My hair is pissing me off. Okay, there. That looks better. Alright. Go with the vibe then. Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what grammatically is the best actual term. Like, I'm pretty sure it just won't, because it's not that I can't. Like, if I was convinced to, or if I was paid to, or if I was coerced to, or, like, manipulated to, I'm sure I could support, like, just fuck all of the other races. But without the other races in, like, the galactic civilization or whatever, we wouldn't have access to the mass relays, and we wouldn't have, like, fast travel and stuff. So, like, I won't support this. Sorry, buddy.
Opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
Anybody else have anything to say about? Can any of you convince me otherwise? Nope. You're all just nameless nobodies. I'm glad you two are vibing. How's it going? You just side-eyeing me because I'm looking at you? What is she looking at? She's looking like over that way. I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't care. If you're talking about these people, then spoilers, and you shouldn't have said that. But if you're talking about, like, humanity, well, double, you shouldn't have said that. But don't care, and I don't know what final battle you're talking about. Either way, sad, I guess. Just a joke. What? I'm dense. So, you know how it is.
Any luck getting what I asked for?
I'll get back to you.
What happens if I tell them this?
Getting what I asked for?
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
So what does this have to? Both of these are saying don't do the drug, but I want him to do the drug. I don't care.
I'll get back to you.
Any luck getting what I asked for?
Here you go.
Here's the drug you asked for.
Perfect. The Solarians will never see me coming. Here, this is for your trouble.
Alright, bye.
Thanks for your help. I won't trouble you again.
Yeah, take your drugs. I don't give a fuck.
Why were you tossed out of there?
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
But you were cheating, were you not?
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
Sounds like cheating.
Still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
Okay, I'm interested.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Ah, now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
Okay, you fucked me with that one. It's not illegal to sell illegal material, but it's illegal to use it for the purpose of winning against gambling? Is gambling legal in this sector? I would assume, otherwise it wouldn't be a thing. Do you have any more information?
Does the device help me win?
The device is set to emit a frequency that will slightly increase your odds. Nothing like my...
Oh, that is cheating.
Will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
Oh, but that's specifically cheating.
What's in this for me?
Keep your winnings. That should be payment enough, I think.
I don't need money. Money doesn't matter. I don't care about him cheating, but like,
Does the device really win?
The device is nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you
Why
to
don't you just sell the device then?
What? No. This device is archaic. It uses brute force to achieve its goal. Besides, you saw how easily it was detected. My system, when it's complete, will be far more efficient and completely undetectable.
do I care? I don't know. I'll make this decision in a couple seconds. Let's listen to what these
Comedy
guys
for
have
Weird
said.
Money, Dick Petasicki. For 2, you better fucking watch it, bro. Smoy Mello for Weird Money. Dick may own the IP, but there's no show without Vito. That's true. I wish he was here today, but Riley has stolen his gem.
Do you genuinely agree there's no show without Vito?
Well, any show is different with other people.
So it would be a different show.
Yeah.
You would call it Biggest Problem, though. This is a valuable
Yeah.
IP.
If you just left, if you just said, I don't want to do the show anymore, I would just have my Friday night back.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You're nuts.
Why?
Just get a different guy.
And for
That actually is really good to hear. Honestly, right there, that's really nice to hear. Is the fact that Dick's like, well, I mean, I like this show. If you're gone, then fuck this show. It's over. Whatever. I don't care. I really appreciate that, because he's not saying like, I like you, Vito, and I like the show, Vito. He's just saying like, well, I mean, we're doing the show. If we're not doing the show's over. That's it. I'm not doing the show again. That's kind of nice. That's as close as I think that Vito will ever hear to Dick saying, you know, oh no, I like you, I appreciate you.
Force it?
Yeah, of course.
I don't force shit, man.
This is forced.
I agree with you.
No,
That's why I hope it goes. I hope it
all 150 episodes.
resolves.
People don't understand. After this show ends, I go, listen, you fucking magatard. Can you stop with this eating dogs and cats racist shit? You're gonna drag me down with you.
Smoy Mello says no. Please no, don't let Riley rape you. Johnny Rocket says did you see the My Property supercut?
Yes.
Did you think it was funny?
I didn't watch it, but I saw that
you
it
saw
exists.
of it?
My Property is my name on the Discord right now.
Pineapple Man for 5.
My
At
Property.
baseball practice today. What the heck? But it's probably because neither of us play baseball now that I think about it. Hazman again for 2 says, I'm worse than Riley. Man up before I get motivated. Hazman for 5 says, Vito didn't fight Yellow Flash. Can you at least fight Riley? Grape and
That was a
Pregnant?
good bit.
Alright, I think I've decided that I don't care. It doesn't affect me personally. I'm not a gambler. If you get caught after this, whatever. I'll just say I helped him do it. And I'll just admit to my wrong, but my wrong doesn't necessarily implicate me in your wrong. And I'm also a Spectre, so I'm sort of above the law, so yeah, why not?
I suppose I could let you try it. Here you go. When you've recorded enough wins, it'll let you know. Of course, if you get caught with the device, well, you saw what happened to me. Well, off you go. That data won't...
Now, what if I just came up with another solution here? I have his device. What if I just don't use it and never give it back to him? Now, I've confiscated his device unless he has a duplicate, and the data on the device unless it's wirelessly transmitted. So, I just have to not complete the quest now. And then I have no wrongdoing. I'll figure it out. Let's see. Low stakes. I don't even know what this means. What is this, blackjack? What is the rules? I didn't read. Okay, can I start a machine? And, okay, there we go. Oh, so it's blackjack, but 20. Ugh, I don't want to do this shit. It sounds annoying.
Monkey while
yeah,
you're
so I'm just gonna confiscate his device.
LJ Clauberino for 5. Vito Baby, you gotta listen
Be
to
right
Dick and
back.
Angry People Online. He has dealt with more crazy retards than anyone else.
Well, nobody ever listens to me, whoever that was. It's part of growing up.
Turkey.
Just realized no one will ever fucking listen.
I listen to you. Turkey Sandwich for 2 says, this little piggy went wee all the way home. Race Bandit for 5 Canadian. Good luck tonight, Vito. Make sure you're having fun. We have a fun show, guys.
Oh, God!
I love how
That's
fun
gonna be the
this show
secret
is.
word. Ah!
Fun.
Ding, ding,
Fun.
ding. Like, every time Eric July says it, I think, like, I've never seen somebody have less fun.
I'm having a lot of fun. I think, like, the last couple episodes have been a blast.
Bro, my show was,
blasted.
like, psychosis level.
Yeah, well, that wasn't
Crazy.
fun, but what are you going to do? Milk or Cream for 20 Canadian. And page 27 of Dick's book, he said if a woman was ever elected as president, he would eat his own book. Just wondering if he's a man of his word.
I have to.
And Milk or Cream says, also thank you, Vito, for Ugin's Labyrinth that helped you out. Oh, you must have come by my Whatnot streams. At
You gotta eat the cat.
Whatnot.com/invite/Vito Comedy. Get 15 bucks.
Deluxe for 5. Thank you, Vito, for apologizing to the fans. I don't know if you said you didn't, though.
I apologize to the fans.
You're like the guy. You're like the epitome of the man that's hugging you, but he's also hitting you.
I think it's one of those things where if you say you're apologizing, isn't that bad?
You have. I don't know how. I'm trying to not say this in a critical way.
Yeah.
You don't. What the fuck is that?
That's your thing going off. That.
Oh, stop. That's my stupid
I think it's one of those
Snapchat.
things where, like, people look negatively on apologies, I feel.
I don't think you can experience human emotion without viewing it through a television. Like, without viewing it through a PR lens.
If I apologize, like, I get a guy going, you're a fucking liar, you libtard, whatever the hell. Like,
You are.
It's almost like...
But they think that anyway.
But it's like
and it's true.
But it seems like apologies in the modern age, like the apology just... It doesn't matter if it's on. It just pisses off people, too.
That's, like, so insane.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like, it's just like, it's such a long way of not apologizing.
I think it's that I don't...
Like, apologize or not. Well, actually, what
here's
Mark
what it
says is in the
what it
beginning
is.
when there's, yeah.
You don't want to bring up later that you apologized. I think that's what it is. You don't want to go, well, did you see my great apology? Because now you're like,
But you brought up
making a
that you
show out of
donated
it.
to Riley's thing a couple times for points. You did. I mean, I'm saying it. I don't need you to agree. That's what happened.
The Locks for 5. Thank you, Vito, for apologizing to fans. I'm glad you guys let your YouTube, and then he tries to get me with a TBF. The Locks for 26 is My Property and my Vito the Gay Team Guy song. I think that's enough money.
2609?
I think
Yeah,
that's enough
yeah,
money.
yeah.
Vito the Gay Team Guy.
I'm back. Grab another drink and some food. I don't feel like gambling.
DI rules.
That's boring.
Female game characters should look more like men.
Vito, the fat team guy.
Fat.
Vito the Gay Team Guy.
What was that?
Brought to you
2609.
by
Sweet
Baby Inc.
Incorporated,
Fuck.
carrying out Anita Sarkeesian's agenda since 2018.
Can't do it. TT Vito for 5 Canadian. Don't come on my property is how you will get into Oktoberfest party at Vito's. Bring your own pig fluid.
Black Crimson for 5. Vito's cat was never lost. It was eaten by Haitians. Nate Ring for 2610. Thanks for the apology, Vito. I might consider reviewing my Vito file plus subscription if you can take a joke again and keep a...
I guess I just snitched. That's not what I was intending to do.
I think that
Whoops.
tool should be worth something to you.
I suppose it is. Take a few tries of Quasar. On the house.
Is this a casino?
We've got some Quasar stations, if you're interested. We've got some
Goodbye.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Well, as you pointed out earlier, Solarians are, terrible, horrible, worthless, abominations of genetic and physical properties, so they should just be exterminated, and if they fight me, I'm gonna obliterate them. Now, I know that's not exactly what you said, but it's pretty close.
Hey there, welcome to Flex.
Hey buddy, I just wanted to let you know I snitched on you.
So, did you record 5 wins with the device yet?
Hey.
Actually, I gave your device to Doran.
But that was years of work. What am I gonna do now?
You could put your talents to better use.
You're no help at all. This is absolutely the worst day of my life.
Well, at least I was honest. Sorry, bro. Bye! At least my conscience is clear. Now, what am I here to do? I gotta go talk to Morlon. Okay, hold on. Hang on, if I could, I know it's not a game mechanics, but I would give you almost 10 million credits.
What am I gonna do now?
Do you want 10 million credits? I'll give them to you. I don't need them. Sorry about that, don't be a cheater, but here, I'll pay you for your research, I guess.
A good attitude for another couple weeks. Back-to-back Team Guy Vito song, please with the locks.
You can go buy a penny? Oh my god.
The gay team guy.
What can I say?
Remember when this was the thing that set you off?
Guy.
Before all the other stuff?
I mean, I got a lot of comments from fans going, if he plays that fucking song a million more times, I'm gonna off myself. So.
But they didn't. All they have to do to stop it is pay $100 and stop it. So they don't really care.
They could pay $100.
Yeah, just pay $100. That's why the system works so great.
Get it up.
That's why I made the system.
Get it up as high as you can.
That's a really good point.
Well, Abe Schmidt just got it to 50.
On you, Vito comrade. Play the Vito Team Guy song.
Well, now it's at 50. So you got to go above 50 to get the song. We're never gonna hear the song again. It's a lot of money to play that fucking song. Jesus Christ.
By the way, I came up with that bit. That making us, my bits make us money.
Did I say
Your bits
it?
make me
That might be the most... That might be the most real Dick has ever been in the last, 2 years. Dick says, yeah, my bits earn us money, and your bits, get people to get the fuck off the Patreon. That's true! I mean, that's true. I think they're both funny, but yeah, one of them earns money, the other one does not.
No super chats ever on the show where everyone was shitting on me. So in a way, I think I've helped this make it
Right.
funny.
Completely accurate there.
Super chat record. Everyone's talking shit about me.
Riley now knows how I feel. Someone you look up to and love their comedy, you take their gem.
Well, that was Abe Schmidt for 50, setting the bar at 50. Zeta Quinkcell for 5. I feel like after this episode, we should get a second pity treasure chest for when Vito loses weight. And okay, with this 2 treasure chest shit, we've already said no.
That's a veto file.
Zeta Quinkcell. I believe Zeta is a veto file. I think they want me to get 2 presents, but Zeta, that's not the bit. Hazman for 2. I have a great idea for a bit. 2 men, 1 chest. Zeta for another 2. We love our Vito and our awesome Vitopia.
Vitopia. Lawrence Devaney for 5. Peace, love. Hubba. Britsman for 2. Troll and Vito is getting old. Let's go to Dick's house. Craig VGS for 2. Vito, use your pedo pig powers to become more funny. Oink odds for 20. Vito being ungrateful on Twitter again. Sorry you have to spend Fridays doing a rinky-dink podcast with a $9,000 Patreon. Well, not anymore. There's no parasocial relationship. Oh, yeah, you're I don't think you know what that word means. You're a clown, and we pay to see you perform. Now, oink, oink.
What if someone needs treatment? What if you need
I do see you throwing that word around a lot.
Hey, hold on. I'm just the middleman here.
I can't give back to the fans as much as they're owed. It's not possible. I get a lot.
But you don't believe? Do you believe that?
I get to the.
What the hell?
Like,
that
I feel
worked?
bad that like. I believe that. I feel bad that people want to connect with me, and like I get a lot of DMs. People send me emails that are like 3 pages long, and I'm like, man, like I can't give you back what you want from this. It's not possible.
And it turns into like something negative.
As somebody who's parasocially related to Vito, y'all need to calm down. Stop messaging this guy. If y'all are not asking him about, like, his comic or the creation of it or the show, or, like me, asking him to come on your show, get the fuck out of this guy's DMs. What the fuck is your problem telling this guy how to live his life and what he should or shouldn't be doing on his own show? That's some gay shit, honestly. Like, get the fuck out of this man's DMs.
It turns into it's guilt. It's guilt that you're like, I wish. You know, you always want, you're the guy at the baseball game hoping what's his name signs your fucking jersey, and that guy, he's like, I gotta get to the fucking clubhouse.
I don't know, my idol, my broadcasting idol blocked me on Twitter, and I didn't care, so.
Who's your broadcasting
Tom
idol?
Likas.
Do I know who Tom Likas is?
Yes, dear. Dump
Okay.
that bitch.
Yeah.
Blow me up, Tom.
Yeah, I know.
He posted about Trump like 4 years ago, and I said, "Who cares?" And he blocked me. He blocked me, and then posted a big thing about who should care, and I was like, "Ha ha ha ha!" Like, you're my favorite guy ever. But like, I think it's funny that you did that to me.
I remember I got blocked by Red Letter Media, and I was like, no. But then I somehow convinced them to unblock me.
I did notice the speed wobbles starting.
I got blocked by Calvin Harris on Twitter. I got blocked by this guy. This music guy.
When the parasocial thing started kicking in, and I thought
I've been talking about it for a while, though. It's not like a new thing.
Yeah, but I don't think you use it right.
Yes, all right then.
Like,
Good times to
parasocial
you,
isn't
gentlemen.
arguing with people and asking to stay at their house and stuff.
Whose house did I ask
the
to
guy
stay
in
at?
The guy in Vegas.
He offered to let me stay at
Either
his
way,
house.
that's not parasocial. That's social.
That's different. Stop using that guy as an example of like a random
That's
fan.
a big
I've been talking to that guy. That's a different guy.
I've been talking to that guy, right?
Yeah,
so
but
that's not parasocial.
If I've been talking to him for a while, well, yeah, okay, obviously so.
I don't even have a Twitter for anyone to block. Okay, so, I have a weird relationship with Twitter personally. Like, from 2016, 2017, I don't know exactly where. But for like 2 years, I was like super active on Twitter, and then I dropped my phone in a pool, and then I just like was like, fuck it. I don't have a phone, don't need to go on Twitter, whatever. And I never really reinstalled it, but I never deleted my account. It wasn't until I started becoming more active in the WATP community and stuff like that, and like putting my connections to people, that I started using Twitter again. Twitter is as good as you make it. It's either super shitty, or it's pretty okay. I don't love Twitter, I don't hate Twitter. Sometimes I waste too much time on it because, you know, I have like attention deficit, and sometimes I get like fall into a hole. But Twitter is alright. Like, honestly, if you just follow like your friends and people who are funny and stuff like that. At Mondays Weekly is a good follow because he's just silly and he gets some like stupid fight with anime people. Husey is good to follow. Like, Cardiff is funny. You know, there's some good people to follow on Twitter. But Twitter is one of those things where you see like everything. It's not like a curated timeline necessarily. It's kind of just like, hey, look at all this shit to fucking make you engage. And honestly, it works pretty well. For a while, I was not on Twitter. I was using a Discord bot called TweetShift to, capture people's Twitters that I wanted, and then it would just, like, post it in the Discord server on a channel that I could just, like, check out. Like, for example, Vito and Dick, both of them are in this, Twitter bot, and then just feed it to a Discord server. So I don't even have to go on Twitter to see their tweets. Which has drastically helped improve my, experience of Twitter over the last, like, 6 months. Is I don't have to actually go on Twitter to see Twitter. I can see what people are saying and how they're interacting with other people without actually going and seeing all the comments and all the troll. Which is slightly, but noticeably increased my mental health and my ability to process Twitter as a whole, because Twitter is just a hellscape. So, TLDR, it's a good app if you spend time to cultivate and tune it to what you want. Otherwise, it's just a huge waste of time.
Some fans will become a part of your life. They go, I like what you do. Here's what I do.
No, that's not true for like celebrities. They don't let fans even anywhere near them.
I have people who I was big fans of theirs, and then, you know, we connected up, and now we talk. I don't fucking know.
All I'm saying is, I think when you say parasocial relationships, it's dismissive, and there's something in there that's like short-circuiting your brain.
I think here's the reason we talk about it, because I do talk to Mr. Girl about this a lot, and Mr. Girl has.
Oh, that's like putting your head into a fucking Cuisinart.
Let's put it this way: any parasocial relationship I've ever had pales in comparison to the people who have gone to Mr. Girl and been like, everything you say has changed my life. We should start a religion together, whatever the fuck.
Just unplugged from social media about 5 years ago, just got tired of it all. Yeah, 2018, especially going into 2020 around the peak of COVID, or like the spike at the beginning of it. Yeah. Totally terrible. I'm sure if I was still on Twitter at that time and other social medias, I would have abandoned it all. Like, I don't use Instagram except for to post pretty pictures of myself. I don't use Facebook except for Messenger to talk to my family who live near me. I don't use Twitter except for to shitpost and interact with my friends and stuff like that. Like, I talk to Husey, I repost Dick and Vito stuff, you know, whatever. But for the most part, my only social media that I actually, like, go on and get exposed to new stuff and things I've never seen before and like outside opinions and stuff like that is YouTube. YouTube is weird because it's a video platform, but it is still absolutely social media. So I'm kind of with you in the fact that I just said fuck social media as a whole after I dropped my phone in the pool, and I was like, man, fuck it. Well, My life isn't worse because I'm not on it, and it's not better. It's just kind of the same. I'm just going to keep going without it because I don't need it. Shaping your relationship with social media is important, I think, especially if you want to actually engage in it. Otherwise, what you did is a totally valid and, honestly, probably a better option. If you can just say, fuck it. Cut it all. Don't need it. Don't want it. Fuck it. I still like to talk to people and, like, mingle on social media and, like, connect and, what is it? Networking. I still like the idea of networking. So that's why I didn't delete my Twitter. And that's why I didn't delete a bunch of posts and stuff. I have, like, close to 3,700 tweets on my Twitter. And I'm sure a lot of them are cringe, and I'm sure a lot of them are about my mental health and shitty stuff, and especially about, like, Trump during the election and stuff like that back then. But, you know, it was a different time. I had a different headspace. I had a different thought process. I had a different view of myself. I wasn't as self-aware. Snug says, well, I still have Discord. That is kind of social media. Yes and no. Yes, in the fact that you can still experience people's posts outside of what you are initially interacting with. Discord is an interesting beast because you can use it strictly as a DM-only platform, and you can use it as I only call people and video FaceTime with them and stuff like that. You can use Discord kind of however you want. I'm currently in, like, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I don't know, like, 30 or 35 servers or whatever. Some of them I never talk to, some of them I never interact with, some of them are just for, like, raunchy material and stuff like that. Some of them are actually communities I interact with. But Discord is not inherently and immediately a, like, social media platform. If you create a Discord account, like, right this second, like, right now, you're not connected with anyone else on Discord at all. Not even the owner of Discord. It's not like where you make a new Twitter account and it's like, hey, you should follow Kanye, you should follow, Elon Musk, you should follow, Donald Trump. It doesn't suggest shit for you. It doesn't have an algorithm. Discord is other than its furry, pedophile, weird communities and kink shit and grooming and all. Like, remove that. Put it over here for a second. Again, that's only if you interact with that stuff. If you just make a Discord account right now, you're not exposed to anybody on Discord, period. You're just alone. Discord is as social as you make it. It is inherently a social app, but I wouldn't, like, determine it as, like, a social media thing. You're not, like, following people with the idea of, like, harvesting content from them. It's more of, like, a communication field. It's, like, more of a environment. It's more of, like, a room you go in there to hang out with and talk to people. It's not quite the same. I don't know exactly what I would classify Discord as, but calling it a social media app is, I feel like, disingenuous and also slightly inaccurate, as well as being spot on. So, like, I use Discord as a social media app and a instant messaging app. I also use it to call my friends, I use it to communicate with people, get updates, and stuff like that. So, it is a very weird thing.
Else, right?
Yeah, but he's also not parasocial.
What do you mean?
I didn't use the word kinda. Yeah, exactly. It can be, and it also
like, turns people
isn't
down.
Always.
I can't tell.
And then he talks about
That's
it.
why I like Discord so
To
much.
me, he doesn't talk he's talked about it on my show. He talked about on my show that he's going to start a cult because people love him so much.
I've never heard that from him, and I don't believe that. I don't believe
You don't
that man
believe
would
that?
start a cult. No, I don't.
Why? Okay, what would it change if he called into my show and that's one of the things he said?
What do you mean? What would change?
That he's going to start a cult.
I would be very surprised.
He said, "Why would I know that? I don't ever talk to him. That's not recorded." I made it up?
You occasionally hear people say things and then repeat them in a way.
How much you want to bet?
I don't want to bet. I mean, if he said it, I'm just very surprised.
What happened?
I'm trying to think what I should bet. I don't know what I want to bet. Oink odds for 5. Odds for Vito's weight tonight, over 294.5, negative 200. Under is plus 100. Bay's retard for 2. Mint just mad. Vito has nicer tits. Worst OnlyFans ever.
No, Mint's new pictures. She finally figured out to just put a little T-shirt on. Whoo, mama.
Matt Parzinski for 10. Is Oinktober followed by November? So don't please.
It's statements like that that make people think that Dick has like a weird relationship with Mint.
Don't read my name on the air. Stop doing that. Race Bandit for 2 Canadian. You guys remember Cool Sean? That was a great
bit.
Race Bandit for another 2 says, I miss Cool Sean.
Nicholas for 5. It's my understanding that Vito couldn't tell whether or not Riley was joking. Riley's never been funny. Diamond
Woo!
for 10.
Dick's reading super chats. I love it.
Cat
Woo!
In memory of all the cats and dogs.
The other woos are most sarcastic. This one's a real one. Woo!
Look for that one.
Lane Steele for 5. We must secure the existence of our Vito and future of our biggest problem. Disciple of Dagon for 2. All greased up for some honey glazed Vitus.
Might actually super chat the show if Dick will read it. Is there a way to get Dick to read it, or what if Vito reads my thing? What if I post something that Vito doesn't want to read and he just blocks me? See, this is why I haven't super chatted or monetarily supported the show in a while, is because Vito is fucking unhinged, and I don't want to be blocked because I like Vito. It's the same thing with Patrick Michael. I really like Patrick Michael. Patrick Michael fucking hates me because I like him. So, fuck me, I guess.
My
Flip Summer for 5. Your Discord arguments really helped pass the time in college. Thank you, Vito and Riley. They were great. You guys were really brutal with each other.
Crizzlers for 2. I don't think Vito is a lol cow. He's more of a lol pig. Kyle Baxter for 10. Hi, Vito and Dick. Hope you all had a great week. Here's a little something in hopes my favorite show sticks around, and this is all a bit. I love you guys. It is a bit.
It's not a bit.
It's
definitely not a bit.
SB for 5. Currently praying for the swift return of normal Vito upon Super Killer success.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it.
I got a lot of people sending me emails saying they want to get in because they missed out. So if there's something you want that you couldn't get in on the campaign, send me an email. Austin Nix for 2. No one makes.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. Patrick Michael, Patty C. Cups, Patrick Broken Skull, Seamus McKillian, Glitch Fredberg, you know. He's the man of a million names. I used to be, and not so much anymore, but I used to be a super Patrick Michael fan. I used to like all of his stuff. I used to like go and watch all his old material. I used to keep his new stuff. For a while there, I was like his biggest promoter. Anytime he would go live, I would tell everybody that was in the Dabbleverse and let people know and try to drag them in. I even jumped in Dick's show because Dick likes Patrick Michael like as a character. And I try to get people in there interested in Patrick Michael and, like, post updates and stuff and, like, try to get the community coming in. I've offered Patrick Michael to come onto my show. I've asked him if I could help create things with him. I've DM'd with him. I was his YouTube moderator when he was on Great Job Awesome. When he was, like, getting, like, his biggest content hit. Where he was making, like, comedy breakdowns, where he was making like bashes on comedians, and he was doing like analytical videos and more like video essays, even though they were short form. I think it was some of his best content ever, and especially when he was mixing in with his other channels where he was doing like r/no sleep stuff, and he was reading short horror stories and stuff like that. I genuinely love what Patrick Michael does because he has such a he's so genuine in a lot of things that he does, and that's what I really love. Is a lot of people are attracted to people who are genuine, and this dude is constantly genuine because he has no real, like, plan, no motive or whatever. He just kind of goes with what he's doing and what he's feeling, and it constantly makes, for me, inspiring and intriguing content that I want to ingest and also, if I can, improve and be a part of. I don't think Patrick Michael as a person knows how to really handle relationships. I don't think he can handle admiration. I don't think he can handle a lot of adoration or anything positive, because it seems like through most of his life he's just gotten like shit, and that's how he responds. He just like, everybody fucking hates me, everybody's against me, and just that's how he just goes with life. But like, I genuinely like the guy, and he seems to have a problem with me, and I don't get it. I don't know what I did. I don't know where I crossed the line. I don't know what somebody said about me. I don't know what happened to get this disconnect between me and Patrick Michael. It seemed like we were on a vibe for a while. Like, when I, first became the review girl for WATP, that was, like, kind of my, kind of part of my audition is like, hey, I'm Patrick Michael's moderator. I'm, like, the guy that's close to him right now, you know? Like, I'm not a spy, I'm not a double agent, I'm not, like, a saboteur, I'm not doing anything to, like, stab him in the back and, like, get content out of him. I'm genuinely, like, really into this guy, and I'm, like, into what he's doing. I guess I just got too involved and, you know, went from observe and report to observe, report, and improve. I think it's the part of me trying to interact with him that actually became the problem. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think he can handle that. How he ever got with Carly, I'm not too sure. You know, I really don't know. I mean, Carly seemed like a nice girl on all of the few episodes that she was on. Seemed like he talked highly of her. I mean, they have kids together. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I really don't. He's such an interesting person to me. And as Carl has said, he is the most prolific podcaster of all time. Yeah, Joe Rogan has like 1 million, billion, trillion episodes, and I'm sure there's a podcast out there that has an episode every day for the last 20 years, like whatever. Like Patrick Michael has been, Patrick Melton, Nobody Loves Onions. He's been going for, Nobody Likes Onions. He's been going for 18 years now, something like that. Long time. You know, these people with these huge careers, and they have like this cultivated audience, but it seems like Patrick Michael wants nothing to do with that, except he wants to be in this sphere, and then anytime he actually attracts people, he's just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing? I lost my train of thought a little bit there, but like I said, he's just so interesting that I'm personally hurt by him, so that's why I try not to like interact with him anymore. But anytime he's on WATP, I still love it. I still love to see his new stuff. I'm still following all his old channels, so if they're revived, I'm like the first person to know about. I really adore the guy, but I don't know how to approach the situation. He's unhelpable, despite the fact that he's constantly like putting himself in a situation where you want to help him. I don't know. I'm rambling now, so I'm just gonna get back to the Dick Show. Patrick Michael's a weird guy, man. Tell you.
Makes me bleed my own blood. Oink.
Exactly.
Tom Smilvich for 15 ILS. IHIW MADF.
Cardinal for 10. Veto files after all of these veto W's. I'm starting to forget what losing feels like. Maybe you never knew. Bubba the Sideline.
Okay, I remember where I lost my train of thought there. I was talking about how Joe Rogan has, like, more episodes than any of Patrick Michael's shows, but Patrick Michael has done, like, conservatively, we'll just, I don't know what the total number is. We'll just say he's done at least 30 podcasts over the years we've known him. Some of them we've never heard of. Some of them we'll never hear of, because he is constantly just putting himself out there and reinventing himself and trying new things, and he is inspiring the fact that he has, like, little attachment to most of his creative works. He's just like, at any time, he's ready to just burn it all to the ground, scorch earth, salt the earth, and move to a new continent, and just start over. And there's something that's, to me, personally inspiring about his nomadic nature, that he can just constantly keep moving and going. And I honestly wish he could see that in himself. He is fascinating, and people like him, but he just holds on to the people that make fun of him. Oh well.
On for 10. After living abroad my entire adult life and never needing to drive, I just bought my first tank of gas and I've become a presidential gas griper. Whoever will lower gas prices in 2024, that's Trump, and he won't even need to get
How are the gas
cats.
prices right now? I haven't even paid attention.
I don't know. Base retard for 5. What is Vito hiding in his house that he's afraid Riley would find? Our brave reporter, you, the viewer, looks to the streets to find out. Franks Lucas for 10. Boogie repeating how much he holds his medical records in order to stop the conversation, and Vito repeating property is similar. Is this a fat thing? Anyways, go F yourself. Love you, RSK. I did notice that. Did you see Boogie saying my private medical records are the only thing I have?
Yeah, I've seen him say that.
Did you think, like, what a fucking retard?
No.
You thought that's valid?
Well, the only reason I thought he's a retard is because he couldn't just say the obvious thing, which is he just explained it wrong. I think he has cancer.
Me too. But do you think when he said it like over and over and over, he's like, my private medical records, a lot, like, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I guess that was stupid because he couldn't just say, hey, I have cancer, but like,
everyone
I don't have
that
the
I
diagnosis.
see thought that him saying over and over my private medical records was stupid. You didn't see that?
I didn't watch
You
that.
didn't see
I
that?
don't watch the LolCow podcast because it's those guys have no chemistry. I don't get it.
I know. It's like every show is like this show for them.
No, what do you mean? This show has
Bro,
what are you
you've
talking
been
about?
You got fucking wobbled hard by Riley. That's all I'm saying.
Psychonautical89 for 5. I am the Cum King, and you are all my very loyal and very gay subjects. Paging Dr. Eric Wong. Chud Bronson for 2 Canadian. Late and fat, what happened to being on time? Knucking Futz for 10. Mary Swine Timber Vito. Oink Oink Tober is just around the corner. Thank you for not killing yourselves. Hazman again for 2. My landlord's property. Based Retard for 5. Calling it. Dick foiled Vito's attempt to super kill himself live on air and is searching for a new co-host last minute. I shouldn't spoil it, but I really did at one point want to do a Bud Dwyer thing where I just have a lunch. I just have a lunch bag and I just pull a revolver out.
You're spoiling that for nobody.
I really am spoiling
There's
that.
nobody that was spoiled by that revelation.
Sarah Seat Sarah for 5. Jokes about property damage voted up. Weaponized Autism for 5. I'm going to assume Vito's shitting, and that's why they're late. Well, how old are these super chins? Weaponized Autism.
I forgot to read that message before I went to the bathroom. Snug says, I don't really interact with the lolcows. I just watch the clip shows. I don't personally watch many or if any of the clip shows because I watch a lot of this shit in like long form. I work in retail management, so like I have about 8 to 9 hours a day of time to kill, and so I just listen to plenty of shit throughout the day. So most of the time I just listen to this stuff as it goes live or shortly after I get home. And I don't feel any need to really watch the Clippers unless they have like a perspective or a narrative or some sort of editing technique or something interesting that they're bringing to the table besides just being like, hey, look at this thing that this guy said. Well, yeah, I know what that guy said. I watched it 8 hours ago when he posted it. That's me personally. I totally get why people like Clippers because they don't want to watch 19 hours of a shitty podcast. They want to watch 38 minutes of the best parts of it that are relevant and people are actually talking about. I just am not one of those people. I'm not the target for the audience.
Autism for 5. Pinch it off. I need my parasocial fix. Craig VGS for 2. New Zealand. Vito, stop jerking. You pig meat to Mince Fansley again. Foghorn for 5. My name is Vito, and I'm definitely not. You read that one.
I'm definitely not an insecure piggy.
No, read it from the front.
Man, Foghorn for 5. My name is Vito, and I. Well, you skipped it.
Sorry.
And I'm definitely not an insecure piggy. Oink oink. Man of my race. Teacher for 5. Imagine a show that starts at 9. Says it's going to start at 9:30, but instead it starts at 9:28 and chuck 928 dicks in my ass. Nobody wants that. Beat some dicks.
928 dicks.
Looks like horse shit.
He won't
what
be
do you think
bothering
about
you
that?
anymore.
Rhinox for 2. We love Vito. Fog Horror
Really?
for 5. I know
That's
life
a
is pretty
great
rough, Vito,
relief,
but at least you're not
Commander. Thank
bald
you.
or Italian.
I
What can you
can't
do?
pay you for your help,
31
but I'll give you a
double
discount on any
31
supplies you
GG, not Russian Productions for 50.
Isn't that exactly what you're under, like, suspicion and blackmail for? Is that you're giving discounted medical supplies in your last job, and you were fired for giving heavily discounted AE-free medical supplies, and now you are currently trying to offer me a discount on medical supplies in terms of handling your blackmail. Look, honestly, I don't think you're a good doctor if you're just doing this fuck that shit on the side.
The thug said he worked for a man named Baines. Sound familiar?
Baines? I wonder if he means Armiston Baines. We worked together a long time ago.
What can you tell me about him?
Last I heard, the Alliance military was contracting him for some research in the Traverse.
Perhaps Captain Anderson will have some knowledge about this man.
We'll see what the captain can tell us.
I wish I could tell you more. Is there anything else I can help you with, Commander?
I'll be going now.
No, I certainly don't trust you at all.
Thank you.
Thank you for $50. Wow, we need we should have like a noise for 50.
You're a bad doctor. Can we fire you and get a new doctor?
Hit it on the machine. Thank you. Eric July's favorite chicken something smasher head for $1. $1. I don't know how you got that through, you cheap fuck.
Well, because I guess there's no message. So.
Terry Hesticles for $5. By the time you read the super chat, I'll be waiting in your garage. Wink, wink, wink. Brendan Swarm for $2. So no Taylor. Lame Crabsula for $5. The 2017 YouTuber Lindy Beige rated $150.
Is Anderson even on this place anymore?
Still promising his supporters that he's working.
There's some very late comics, so I'm not going to use that as an excuse, but I do see some of them and I'm like, well, he didn't fuck up that bad. Jesus Christ.
Are you about to fight her?
No. You fucked up bad because of the amount of shit you were talking.
Well, I never commented on time.
It's implied.
It's not. I don't care.
Customer satisfaction is implied.
I don't care if somebody pushes their book back to make it great. Honestly,
but
Eric
Ethan Van
should have done
Sciver's,
that.
the reason that yours is late, like the reason Ethan's book is late is because he's drawing it. Like you're not doing anything.
Right, a different guy's drawing it.
Yeah, that's why it's like not as that's why it's not acceptable for yours to be late, but it's acceptable for his to be late.
I would think the opposite because Ethan has.
Of course you would. You're the one late.
But hold on. Well, Ethan's late, right?
But he's drawing it. He's doing the physical work every day.
Right. He has complete control over every aspect of the production.
Right. Well, it's his labor. It's his labor that
right.
turns
And I'm
into the
paying
book.
other people to do labor, so I really have to depend on other people. I don't
Where's
have
the boy
control.
at?
I can't draw it myself.
You have 100%. You're the manager. You have 100% control.
I can't.
It's
I can't.
On time.
I can just manifest it. I wish I could go and just like draw the pages, but I can't.
Oh, you have a quest.
But your managing is why it's late. Because you picked a bad artist. You picked a slow artist.
Okay, all right. Don't do that.
You picked a slow artist who wouldn't hit deadlines.
He's a great artist. I love that guy. The Locks for $5. If Vito gets replaced, I'd rather it be Taylor than Ralph. That's me for $5. Thank you. Cheese in my pockets. Velveeta for $2. I didn't know Mint was doxxed until Dick said it. Eric July for $10. Vito, what it is we need to let Bindgons be Bindgons. And what it be is teaming up to jail that individual forever. Michael winning for $2. You did not, in fact, win me back. I still hate you. Thanks for the $2. Captain Insano for $2. Vito's missing cat was eaten by Haitians. Jackboy Jack for $2. Zeta Quinkcell for... Well, thank you, Jackboy Jack. Zeta Quinkcell for $2. We need to protect our cats from these Haitians. Throbert for $5. If Taylor replaced Vito, this show would become the biggest foreheads in the universe. The Gentleman Sausage for $5. I think the election messes up both you guys' brains, but not me. I'm built different. DLK TDR for $5 Australian on the first day of Pigsmas. Just wanted to give to me a comic that ripped off Deadpool 3. That's good. Just Ivan for 10 Australian. Initially, I thought Riley X Mint or / Mint versus Vito was the mentally ill versus the mentally unstable. But as Vito continued to placate and warn instead of just hanging up, I realized he is also mentally ill. LJ Clabarino for 10. Have you seen the 2024 Paralympics? They have blind soccer and wheelchair rugby.
No,
funniest shit I've ever seen.
That sounds great. Christian Hollingsworth for 10. Property, my private property. YouTube personally broadcasting from the bedroom of my private property. A bug stuck in Eric July's shoe. Oink oink piggy. Tiki the Mighty for 2. Team Guy Vito, as defeated as his team is right now, strategy for 5. Imagine wanting to know more about the Riley situation, but when you ask about it, we chuck dicks. We can't comment about.
Holy shit, he is busting
Nobody
it.
wants that. True, Gordon Shumway for 5. Fat Brain voted up. Royston S. Bailey for 2. Thoughts on Horseman? It looks
All
like
I saw
shit.
was the trailer. I think the animation
Andrew
looks
Tar
okay.
for 2. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Karen July for 5. Vito, I'm starting to like you again. If someone makes fun of you online, then call the
Should
bully
call the bully
hunter.
hunters.
Dude,
I
he
miss
is
those
killing
guys.
Call the police. Jokes online are not funny. That's what I think is going to cost you the most is the jokes thing. Righty Tighty 91 for 2. Just disappointed, Vito. Frowny face. We all are. Darbus for 5. Love you, Vito. Heart. Johnny Rico for 2. Star Wars Rogues 1 is trash. Vito.
It's not
Shallow
perfect,
characters
but
and
it's,
writing.
it's what they should
Kagon
be
Post
doing.
One more
for 2.
time.
Love you guys know Homo. Rex Sexton for 5. It's really annoying that Reckon's name is so close to mine that I perk my ears whenever you say it. I always hear it first, you jackass. Kagon Poster for 2. Biggest problem having to work while hungover. Pernat Cavaldi for money. Vito, why are you so horrible?
Well,
Probably
what
not
can you
any
do?
money. Eric Jules shit for brains. 2. I eat poop. Austin Mix for 5. Vito's like Star Wars.
You
I
got
used to like
great
it. I want to
hair,
like
bro.
it again, but it hurts me, and I
Can
still
you turn this
keep
AC
giving
down?
it
I'm
money.
freezing. Just a little bit. Andrew Tarr for 2. Who is Riley? Wildman for 279 Canadian.
He's a
Mark
gem collector.
Anthony Jerome Oregon. This man is white, by the way. Jordan for 2 says it's called the value menu now. Example. Okay, you pay more if you want to say things. Wild Mint Man for 279. Don't put like.
I was glad to help out.
Yeah, everyone seems real happy to have her back.
I sense that you are less than pleased with her return.
I'm glad she's out of the den. I'd just forgotten what it was like to have her around. I haven't had a decent tip since she got back.
What does that mean? She hasn't had a decent tip. Hello? OBS says I just dropped like 1,000 frames there. Looks okay on my end. I'm guessing I'm still live. My screen recording is still going. And it means she's hotter and thus getting the tips. Yeah. I got that, but like, I mean, does that mean like you suck at your job and you're just mad cause Jenna got the drip? Like, you just salty cause she's sexy, huh? You just mad cause she's pulling in extra bucks on her OnlyFans, huh? What the fuck are you doing here, dude? Ah, right, you're no longer really a captain because you're like D-ranked. That's the same lady, isn't it? Very close. Eerily close, actually. Alright, noticeable difference is Rita here has like a discoloration right there in her cheek where my crosshair is. Right there at the corner of the crosshair there, she's got like a double beauty mark right there in her cheek. And she appearingly does not, right there at the edge. Alright, Anderson, what's up? What the fuck are we doing here, homie?
I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission, just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right now, but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the conduit.
Anderson is a G. I'm gonna be honest about that. He's pretty cool. The whole game, he's been pretty cool.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows.
I don't know the politics. I don't know the politics of, the place that I'm in. But I can't help but feel if as a Spectre I go against the Council, they'll just be fine with that. Although, the Council has, de facto, given me unlimited say. So, contractually speaking, as long as I am within positive standing of the Council, and I still have my rank as Spectre, I can continue doing whatever I want, kind of unimpeded, unless I directly counteract my actions with an order or physical force.
What's the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That is a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
Okay, so let me do something really quick. I'm trying to do something game related. Let me see. How easy is that to do? There we go. So something I want to look at right here is the attention to detail here in his face is pretty intense. I like that he's doing a bit of blinking, he's doing some swaying, he's not staring at me completely. He's dead serious, and yet his eyes are like twitching and looking at they're doing that little inconsistent thing where you're looking from left pupil to right pupil, where you're just kind of your eyes are going and I kind of like that. He's looking very intently that he's looking for my answer, yet he's scouting me and he's still being on the defensive just in case he's under attack or anything like that. His training is still in effect, his paranoia, everything like that. The eye movement is really good, honestly. Like I said, when I'm not in combat and playing the video game, this is a really, really, really good game. Moments like this really keep the flow going. It feels like he's really just staring at me, waiting for a response. In some games, they kind of spam you with dialogue, being like, "Shepard, are you listening? Shepard, are you alright? Hey Shepard, you there? Shepard?" And they'll just constantly keep spamming you with passive dialogue until you fucking respond. Snugs, I know you're playing Cyberpunk currently, And that is a big gripe I have with that game, is you can't get, like, literally you can't get 5 seconds of silence, of thinking, before people are being, V, you alright? Yo, V! V! Hey! You there, V? And they just they're berating you for having the audacity to think for a second.
There's gotta be a better way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He won't just stand by while you use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
The ambassador will not forgive this, Captain. You will be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
I can't ask him for intel on either of the missions. So I'm going to use my understanding and knowledge of the Citadel as I currently have it. The Ambassador's office is rather open and unguarded, while it has a lot of sightlines and stuff for snipers and counter surveillance. There could be cameras. Citadel Control, however, is in CSAC. CSAC will have all the Torians, it'll have the guards nearby, it has people right down the hallway. I feel like it's a lot easier for him to break into the Ambassador's office than it would be for Citadel Control. Because Citadel Control should be a lot higher guarded than civilian. Politic workers. So, I'm gonna say break into his office.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Yes?
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
If the Normandy has been grounded, why is Joker still on the Normandy? Why is the ship not being, like, thoroughly swept and inspected and decommissioned, or whatever? Whatever the proper order of operations is for a spaceship that has super high technology and a commander with unlimited authority and is known to be a rogue weapon at this point. So, like, let me ask you a question. Why the fuck would you allow this ship? Why would you allow anyone to be on the ship still? You should have that shit cleared out and, like, quarantined. But I guess y'all are stupid, so. Works for me.
Like, fucking contractions and shit. I have no idea what you're saying. 279 Canadian, one more thing. Cassidy Gabrielle doesn't like show.
Who's that?
I have no idea. Zeta Quinxel for a big
Is that
five.
a hot girl?
Hey,
hold
Zeta.
on. I need to know if it's
What
a
do you,
hot
Gabrielle?
girl.
How are you going to look up Gabrielle?
She said
Go down.
Cassidy Gabrielle.
No, Cassidy, I thought. Is that what she said?
It's a black lady?
Bro, did you read that correctly?
No. I don't really care.
Okay.
Okay.
Cassidy Gabrielle. I have no idea. Is that a...
It's government. They never move fast. See, I would agree with you, except for the fact that the first time that I ever came back to the Citadel with the presumption that I'm going to be deranked and grounded, the first time ever that I come back to the Citadel, there's an engineer immediately in my airlock from the Normandy to the Citadel. That should have immediately been an indicator that the politics are stepping in and something has changed. Because no point up until then have I ever been greeted by that bitch with the helmet that's clipping into her neck. That should have been a signifier to me. Hey, something's going on. Hey, we're being watched, we're being observed, we're being inspected, we're being reported, documented, whatever. Have everything on standby, ready to go. That would have been my order. Except if they would have known that, the Citadel, if they had any intelligence, they would have been like, okay, so get everybody off the ship, put them in a hotel, put them in, like, any situation other than being on the Normandy, ready to flee. The Council might be stupid. Just saying.
In a further development in the Eden Prime investigation, the Council has reportedly revoked the Spectre status of one of its operatives. While the unnamed operative has not yet been apprehended, a Council spokesman confirmed that corrective actions had been taken.
They're talking about Saren, but they could easily be talking about me as well, because currently I have no Spectre status unofficially. I'm just being, like, fucked with here.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Anderson, what are you doing here? I didn't send...
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
That punch felt good. I would agree with you, except everything kind of feels a little bit rushed. It feels like it's kind of spur of the moment, and especially since it's 2007, the animations and cutscene length is kind of like shortened, as well as the animation diversity, so yes. Like I said, story-wise, fucking fantastic. I love it. So good. Unfortunately, it's still a 2007 video game, and doesn't have good cutscenes, doesn't have good, like, animations or anything like that, and I feel like the payoff for it is kind of shitty. Like, especially at the last part of that cutscene where we're just, like, staring at a 2D asset of a screen waiting for it to turn green. There could have been, like, more, like, in-depth facial animation, stuff like that. Now, like I said, I understand it's limited, but it is still valid. Everybody kind of feels robotic, and the guy's like, hey, what are you doing? Why does the ambassador of Earth and humanity, who is currently being specterized and being promoted to possibly a seat on the council itself, have no guards? Like, you don't even have, like, one guy there? I don't know, man. It just seems silly. I love it, but it's also hard for me to fully love it, because it's just silly, honestly. Sorry about that. I know that Be Right Back was a little abrupt, and I didn't play the video before.
Queen Cell for 5.
So
You know how many
I
McDonald's
apologize.
points you have? I have 19,000. I probably have the same. Juan Wong for 5 Australian. My problem with the Evangelion fans, say these words real quick. Evangelist, Evangeline, Evangelion. Well,
It's like a Gallagher routine, but for anime. Wow. Better Cell for 2. My first year voting Trump 24. Trump loves veto. Utah-based Armenian for 2. Who's down for a biggest problem? Meet up at Vito's. Dean Shock for 5. Vito, you're clearly delayed in your ability to reason through situations, but I like your Pokemon tournament stories. Ever go to a Smash or SF local?
No.
Leo for 5. Based hat, Vito. Rippaverse hat. Wow. Shitlips for 5. My dog could feed 10 Haitians.
Fans sent
He is
this in.
so big.
They used to just send me stuff. Now a pirate has to give it to me for some reason. Eric July, shit for brains for 2. Dick's cat bit has me laughing so aggressively.
What do you mean for some reason, Vito? You know exactly why this
How many
is.
Haitians could your dog feed? Rex Saxon for 2. Richard's breath smells like Vito's missing cat. Reedus the Riot Act for 10. I think Vito won last week when Dick unironically called him mean. Not shithead or asshole, just mean. All above the magic pig bus. The malware
what?
for... I don't fucking know. Probably on your show. The malware for 2.
No, I said it on this show.
You said I'm mean.
Yeah. I said the reason why this show
I'm
works
mean.
is because you're so mean-spirited.
I am very mean. I agree.
Especially when someone's making jokes at you. Then that's the heart. The heart of being mean is that you can't take a joke.
What are you? I've taken so many jokes for like 150 episodes. Can everybody stop pretending I'm the most sensitive man who ever lived?
Whoa.
I let you dance as a pirate and call me a fat piece of shit.
I don't call you a fat piece
but
of
like
shit.
the audience does. Okay. The malware.
Well, you don't let us call you anything.
Okay.
Calling
I know.
continue.
The malware for 2. That's
a good point.
I don't think that's true. Johnny Rico for 5 American. There is no magic soil, Vito. The Haitians don't just arrive in America and become founding fathers magically. They just bring their dog and cat eating here.
They love it.
Jeff M for 5. Vito needs to wear the Sonic Shoe medallion to lift the curse. He's been driven mad ever since it arrived.
I do think it has.
It has powers. Tyler for 10 started watching after Vito's first PKA appearance. Vito's a class act for handling all the nonsense. Go fuck yourself, Masterson. Well, that's very supportive. I was on PKA very recently. Great episode. Go check it out. Dick was on
Did Woody put this
not
in,
that
your,
long
in your
ago.
head? Somebody said that Woody put it into your head that you shouldn't let your audience disrespect you.
I don't know.
So that's telling me yes. Okay,
I don't
now I
talk
gotta
to-
find it.
I don't talk to Woody.
Somebody said there was a clip on the show where Woody's like, you can't let the audience disrespect you.
I've never heard that. I don't remember that at all. Weaponized autism for 5. For the first time, I actually feel kind of bad for
Vito's blatant denial of that right there makes me really want to listen to the most recent Painkiller Already featuring Vito. I feel like it may be a little revealing. I have not listened to it because PKA is a 4-hour show, and typically I have other shit to listen to, and I don't have 4 hours. So, might listen to PKA today and figure out what's going on with that.
Vito, but if you're going to snatch gems, it's only fair to get your gems snatched. Just Ivan
It's a
for
gem
5
snatch
Australian.
gem world.
Vito, if you went for Porter Rich, would you never eat a hamburger or a hot dog again? No, I'd eat a fucking hamburger.
Warren Buffett eats McDonald's.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Utah-based Armenian for 2. We solved the mystery of Vito's cat, Voodoo Gumbo. They don't have gumbo. Yakumen for 5. Fun fact in Haiti, cat dog aired on the Food Network.
That's a good
Andrew
one.
Tart for Tar for 2. Who cares about Ohio? Craig's VGS for 2. How many cats can Vito eat if Vito did eat cats? That's a good one. Jacob Wagner for 5. Please read this on your podcast. It's excellent, really. Thank you. Andrew Tart for 5. Nice. Dick brought in a problem that is a problem for literally nobody. Which
the
one?
cats and dogs thing?
They're eating them.
Sure.
Do you have a cat or a dog? It's gonna
I'm
be
not
eaten.
eating it.
It's gonna be eaten.
Yeah.
It's gonna be eaten. I used to just throw trash out, but now people are going through it. I used to be a man could just have garbages in the street. No one would touch it.
You don't want anyone
Now
touching
you gotta
those
watch out. But
garbages.
you used to not have to lock up your bike. Now you gotta lock up the bike. Used to let the dog and the cat. Here's who else eats. Now you gotta lock them up. You gotta lock the dog and the cat
Well,
up.
luckily we don't have a big Haitian population
In Norway,
LA.
they've got little babies in carriages that they just put outside when they're eating in the restaurant. Because there's
Yeah, I saw that. They just leave their babies like in the
you
in
can
the
never
park.
do that.
No.
You can never do that. Because people are coming around eating
Did you
cats
watch
and
those
dogs.
PS5 theft videos like I told you to?
I did. They're hysterical.
Fucking hilarious.
A black guy goes into the a black kid goes into the hood selling a PS5, and
He's just holding it. He's walking it home. Like, he's just like,
he
yeah.
is?
Yeah, he's just like, oh, it's a PS5. And the people are like, where'd you get that? He's like, yeah, I just bought it.
Sorry about that. I got super focused. One of the two mentioned cat dog, and I don't know whether it was cat dog or cat dog, but I just googled cat dog and I just fell down a mini rabbit hole there, researching the Nickelodeon show Cat Dog.
I'm taking to my buddy's house.
and they all steal it.
Whoops.
Pull guns on him and shit.
Dude, some of it's crazy. I'm like, don't get I mean, hopefully they wouldn't shoot him, but holy shit, they'll knock him to the ground and take the empty box. He goes, it's a prank. It's full of bricks. And they're like, oh.
And you thought that was as bad as it could get. But they could also eat cats and
They could rip the
dogs.
cat out of his hand. He's trying walking down through a Haitian neighborhood petting his
It gets
cat.
worse, is all I'm saying.
Oh, my God.
Stray beans, especially the Mo, for 10 props on Vito on the death stare towards Dick. It wasn't a death stare.
I don't think it's a death stare.
It's a stare of terror. Stray beans for 3. Did you see my Vito versus Riley drawing? Love you, Vito. This is an amazing drawing I gotta pull up. Hold on. It is incredible. If more than half of the people in this drawing had a sense of humor about it, this would be one of the coolest pieces of fan art that they would ever have gotten. Let me see here. Come on, come on, come on. This one. This is incredible. Look at that. So that's Wolverine, and I think in the original, it's Deadpool in the reflection. Vito is stonewalling it. He doesn't realize that I do a show every week where I basically talk to myself with another guy stonewalling me for 3 hours. This is Riley.
What's going on?
And I think in the original, it's Deadpool in the reflection. Vito is stonewalling it. He doesn't realize that I do a show every week where I basically talk to myself with another guy stonewalling me for 3 hours. This is Riley.
Sean stonewalls you?
I'm talking about Sean.
Other guy stonewalling me for 3 hours. This is Riley.
Sean stonewalls you?
I'm sorry, did you say something? Did you want to chime in suddenly?
I don't.
Here's Riley here. This is the
dude. That's critical.
Green. And I think. Let me see here. Come on, come on, come on. This one. This is incredible. Look at that.
I know. Dick was doing the singing to fill time and be entertaining bit. Oh no. It's human nature, though. I did too.
So that's Wolverine, and I think in the original, it's Deadpool in the reflection. Vito is stonewalling it. He doesn't realize that I do a show every week where I basically talk to myself. Stonewalling it. He doesn't realize that I do a show every week where I basically talk to myself with another guy stonewalling me for 3 hours. This is Riley.
Sean stonewalls you?
I'm sorry, did you say something? Did you want to chime in suddenly?
I don't.
Here's Riley here. This is the famous Wolverine comic. And then here's Vito getting his gem stolen in the reflection in the blades as Deadpool. That's amazing, Stray Beans. Thank you. I'll thank you, Vito. In the blades as Deadpool. That's amazing, Stray Beans.
That is a really good poster. Like unironically, this is really good. That's really good. You got the mustache? It's good, look at it. It's good. It's really good.
Thank you. I'll thank you. Vito is too in his feelings to thank you. But that was incredible. Thank you.
Kagon Posel for 2 says pornography is the answer. Kagon Posel for another 2 says don't be daft. Wrap that shaft. Utah-based Armenian for 5 says Vito's argue with women problem is obviously aimed at mint salad without naming her. He broke the truce.
Oh, they have a truce? Oh, fuck.
D's for 5. Vito gambled away all of the super killer money.
You didn't do that, did you?
No, how? You've seen my fucking... I show you my stock portfolio. You know I
No, you don't. You've never showed me that.
Oh, really? Okay.
No. I asked you for my half of this show money.
Yeah, I gotta send it. I've been, yeah, I'll send it.
I asked on Monday, though.
Yeah, I got
it. Then I was thinking, I don't think he gambled it, but...
Bro, I'm not gambling.
Yeah, I got it. Showed me that.
Ooh,
oh, really?
this is
Okay.
personal.
I asked you for my half of this show money.
Yeah, I gotta send it. I've been, yeah, I'll send it.
I asked on Monday, though.
Yeah, I got it.
Then I was thinking, I don't think he gambled it, but...
Bro, I'm not gambling. Okay, I'll... I'll show you. Do you want to see my bank account?
No, I just want the money.
Okay. I've never
Well, I
not
heard
sent you the
that-
money.
I don't know, man. I heard no, I gambled it away. I can't pay you. I thought,
Well, I can tell you the money's all there.
Okay.
In fact, the money's going great because I don't...
I don't know if this is a bit, but this is genuine, like, concern of Dick right here. This is like... He is, he looks concerned.
I don't know if you saw Palantir's at 35.
I saw that and I thought, well, at least if Vito was gambling the money, at least he has
At least
it
he
back.
hit it. Now I'm going to put all that on black. No, wait. Black's, yeah, I'll put it on black. I love the black community. Zeta Quincel for 2.
Prisons.
We need a chest for every
They
time
have
Vito
stocks.
says we. Zeta for another 2 says we love Connie. Jesus Christ.
I gotta
Zeta
figure
for
out how to
another
work
5
this
says Vito, if you need a
thing.
shoulder to cry on, we, the Vito Files, are here for you. Remember, we love you. I do love the Vito Files. Vito File Nation is stocks are rising. Grapefruit Nashville for 5. Does Vito understand that we got to talk about
Does
communism?
Vito understand that communism is preferred form of government inherently rejects private property rights?
Got it.
I don't
Start
think he
narrator
understands what
dialogue.
private property means.
Skip
I
for
don't
now.
actually. Tiger
Button.
Man for 10. I
Alt
celebrate
plus
9/11 by
M.
I've messed it up.
It's Raining
Pain.
Men by the Weather Girls. Zen Slayer's album God Hates Us All.
Start
which
window.
came out in 9/11.
Search
Really?
window.
Austin Nixon.
Search box.
Vito, men should
Narrator
argue with women,
dialogue.
women argue with
Skip
women.
for now.
That's true.
Button.
Autists.
Alt plus S. New natural voices are narrator window heading level 1. Welcome
Oh,
to
this is
narrator.
hell.
This is narrator home, where you can get help, access your settings, and learn about new features. Narrator is a screen reader that describes aloud what's on your screen, so you can use that information to navigate your device. To start or stop narrator, press the Windows logo key plus Control plus Enter. Explore the sections below. Scan off.
Oh, it's so long as you still send him everything he ordered. Are you talking about
I
Riley?
have no idea what that means.
I think he means if he'll pay
Exiting narrator.
as long as you still send.
Alright, at least you got rid of that
stuff
thing.
you. I didn't read the rest of it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Everything he ordered.
Yeah.
He ordered a bunch, and Mint wanted a refund, and then I think you did give it to them eventually. Them and Frog Time.
Ha! I figured it out. There we go.
Yeah, I was really mean to Frog Tony. I have apologized for that.
That was a little awkward.
I said some
Whoops.
things to Frog Tony. I will apologize to.
Finally, a narrator will tell me what's going on. I have a couple of moments where I'm just like completely unprofessional as a streamer. That was one of them. I went into full panic mode because I had no idea how to disable both of those at the same time. So, thankfully, the narrator told me how to disable it audio-wise, and then at the same time I was googling how to disable the magnifier, because that was annoying. I couldn't operate my computer like that. So, you know, quick moment of whoops, but we're okay.
Frog Tony. The problem is that, you know, everybody... I don't know. I can't do an apology. I
don't
won't-
think you mean it,
I've
though.
already talked to him. I won't bring it up on this show.
To what? Promote him? You won't bring it up?
I just won't talk about it.
Okay, go ahead. You read.
Strategy for 5. Imagine trying to write names in your death note, but anytime you write a name, a Shinigami shows up and Chuck dicks in my ass. Nobody wants that. Beats
Oh,
and dicks.
Shinigamis. That's what they were.
Boba the Cylon for 5. Chicken feet in Hong Kong and Singapore are delicious. Fuck off. Austin Nix for 5. Whiskey Tango drinks Mountain Dew. Whiskey Tango that wins the lottery drinks Mountain Dew if they just had access to a better drink. Shell Lips for 2. Life's too short to push a shitty cart. Thank you. And then he says it again, so we'll take those $4. Captain Insano for 2. The shopping cart was broken by Haitians.
Definitely. They can't fucking drive either.
Yeah, I've seen that. But we let women drive, so why not
They're
Haitians?
worse.
They're worse than women.
Yes.
Oh, if you got a Haitian woman, you're dead. Are they worse than Asians?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a bold
Because they got so many
claim.
cats that they got in their car they're trying to eat.
Yeah, the Asians don't have fucking cats in the car. Come on, same thing. Real Black Guy for 2 says Yellow Flash is live streaming. I don't know why you'd care about that. Mike Roberty for 5 says Vito, look out, Riley's right behind you. Austin Nix for 2 says Vito
Wait, did I put that
personifies
thing
a
down?
tool
Hold on,
lately.
don't
Oh
press
God,
anything.
yeah.
Pass it through.
Kyle Baxter for 20. In middle school, I had a friend who would smack his computer when he sucked at his
We've
game.
got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
I'll take the biotics down, Admiral, and I'll try to limit the casualties.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth Fleet out.
Who? Who are you talking about? The guy that's talking about? He has a name? Well, that's cool. Garrus asked me to bring him with. If you're asking about the second movie, no. If you're asking about the third or the first movie, also no. If you're asking about Alien vs. Predator, sort of, but mostly no. So, simply, no. I've never seen anything with Alien. Except for Alien vs. Predator, I think. I think I saw that, but I don't remember it. So I'm gonna say safely, no. I've seen nothing in the Alien franchise. Garrus, why are you so tall?
Game and blamed random things for misfortune.
Yeah. I knew somebody like that too. They were fucking nuts.
I think I've only done that when I got like really fucking pissed. You know, you really want to blame something outside of yourself.
Oh,
but
man.
at a certain point, I like realized this is retarded. Just move
blame
on.
other people.
Well, it ends up fucking you. His dad had rage too. I remember watching him, thinking it was so bizarre. Cool guy, regardless. Zeta Quinxel, who's been just super chatting like crazy. Thank you, Zeta, for 2. It says, Vito, we love you. I love you. Do you love me? Love we me. I love all the Vito files. You're all my family, and we will live forever in Valhalla. Naturally negative for 10. Hey, Vito, you found any of the Peppa Pigs I hid in your yard yet? They're in the blind spots. Pigeon for 10 says, we like oinks. Oinks are funny. We're going to refresh here. Got a couple more, I think. you might want to start preparing for a pirate-themed bit. Austin Dix for 2 says, this is worse than the Yoinks. Goddamn, I feel bad.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad.
I feel bad, too.
No, this is great. We got a bunch of super chats. Just Ivan for 5 Australian.
Nah,
Vito, your skinned cow in an abattoir pic. I don't actually know what an abattoir pic. Reply to Dick was the funniest thing you've done. Keep up the savagery. Well, I can fight with you. I think
this combat is so trivial.
Open,
I mean, I have bits prepared for this show that I didn't even bring out because you're like so obviously on the edge.
Okay, I don't feel like I'm on the edge.
I mean, yeah.
You're gaslighting me, man. You keep saying, "Oh, he's on the edge. He's about to fucking melt down."
No, you've melted down to absolute zero. You've melted down as far as you can melt down.
I apologize to the fans for blocking you during the show. I apologize for any
You have a reputation now of being unwell because of the. I mean, it's not even like you no longer have the ability to joke.
You're just trying to put that in people's fucking heads.
Oh no. You have given up your edgelord card. Big time.
Okay, well, I think I could stop being an edgelord. I think I said I should stop being.
That's a very good point. Vito cannot be edgy anymore. He can't be like fringe. He can't be like borderline or anything like that. Dude said, "Hey, I'm gonna call the police if you come to my house." Like, I get that. I get it, but you don't have to say it online repeatedly. I don't personally think you can be edgy and rage baity if you are on the same platform also threatening to seek legal and judicial reparations. I don't think an edgelord cares about somebody showing up to your house. I think an edgelord would kill them if they showed up to your house. I don't know. What do I know? I'm honestly an idiot.
Being an edgelord.
No, you can't be an edgelord anymore.
Yeah,
you can't criticize anyone anymore.
Okay, well, I think I can still criticize
not
people.
The same way. You used to be like you would You would hammer somebody with like some scathing criticism, but now it's like the blade is dulled by, well, you melted down.
Well, now I have my own knife, so why do I need any other blade? Guys, don't forget PVK.com.
It's tough to see.
He said he was going to set up a promo code, and he still didn't.
I'm imagining this whole time I've been imagining, like, I bet people were trying to tell Eric July the same shit, and he acted the same way. And it made me sympathize with, like, Eric's wife and his friends this whole week.
I don't know. I'm just... Is this show not fun? I'm having fun.
It's fun, Vito, but it's also a little bit cringy. And I don't think that there's been a lot of Biggest Problem episodes where I've had to, like, pause and, like, commentary on it and, like, justify my ability to enjoy the show. The last 2 episodes were a little bit more fun than this one. This episode's like, okay, we're over the big hump of it, and I'm trying to get past the awkward phase. So it's like it's limping along. It's not bad. It's not necessarily something to make fun of. It's just kind of like pitiful. It's like, oh man, I'm sorry that has to happen.
Why are you whatever? I think you're gaslighting the audience. Whatever. You're gaslighting them. Stop it. Pink like Peachy for 2. I love you both. Now snap out of this.
Fuck yeah, seriously. No, but Vito doesn't see any it to snap out of. That's the craziest thing.
I'm
having fun. I
am having fun.
I turn into a gray rock like I just read some kind of a bipolar survival handbook, like cells or some shit. Whenever Riley comes up, you know you're gonna have to see him again, right?
I don't know. I can't talk about it. Austin Nix
No,
for
I'm
2.
telling you you know you're gonna have to see him again, right?
Austin Nix for 2 says apologies matter when they are sincere. I think they were insincere.
And Vito's apologies 100% insincere.
Shut up. Austin Nix for 2.
Insincere.
I love the fans. Send me a message. I've been talking to fans all week, and I love all you guys. Austin Nix for 2. Vito, be my friend IRL or I hate you. Oink, oink. Oink. Pitcher for 10. Vito, was that cat your cat in the body cam footage from Ohio? Where that was bad. That lady was just... Well, that was from Ohio, though, but there was a video of a lady eating a cat.
So somebody was eating a cat? Wow, can we get rid of her?
She's from America. She's like an American.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't say it clearly enough. Can we get rid of her?
Go nuts. Do whatever feels right. Cat eaters. I agree. Don't eat cats.
That's not what That's not what we're saying.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
This is another example of a choice that I feel like is semi-significant, but I have no information nor ability to determine the outcome. If I was in this situation, I was Commander Shepard, I would turn to Garrus while still holding a gun to this guy because I believe Garrus, but I would like just possible confirmation so I don't have to be guilty. Hey, are you positive this is the same guy? Okay, can you give me like... Here, this is my exact follow-up question. You're crazy, he's crazy, please don't let him do this to me. I turn to Garrus and I'd be like, can you tell me why you're so sure? And then Garrus would give me a reason and I could respond to that one. But currently my two options basically here are... Garrus, calm down, it's fine. Or kill him in two different options. Now, I'm perfectly okay with killing the doctor based on what Garrus has told me. I'm not okay with killing a guy that might not be the doctor. But I guess this is one of those moments where I just have to take a leap of faith and trust Garrus. So I will say, do it.
Put him out of his misery so we can get going.
Gladly. Your days of butchering are over, Doctor.
No! Please! Please!
That was satisfying.
I think Tali killed him.
Good. Remember that feeling. That's how it should be.
I will, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Give me 2 seconds to confirm that. Hey Garrus, what's your shotgun, buddy? Ooh, radio rounds. Okay, that could be your shotgun. Okay, she had explosive shotgun. What gun are you using right now? Okay, so it was Garrus. Alright, well, at least you got your kill.
Eat this!
Don't eat cats and don't eat dogs.
We're saying get rid of the people.
Get rid of the ones eating
that are eating the cats
I
and
think I
dogs.
can agree with that. Sega Genesis for 5. I'm just glad my best friend Vito's having fun. Hazman again for 5. Vito got used to saying we a lot because of how much wiener goes in his mouth. Selena or Wayzone for 2. The
that was a
CC
good
Dogs
super chat.
2. What? Mayo Delicacy Whites L.
Yeah, not really.
Austin Nix for 20. This is for Vito reading the oink in my first super chat instead of skipping it and saying, okay, thank you for the 20. Austin Nix. TT Vito for 2 Canadian, if Vito is my dead name. Cardinal for 5, we love Vito. Austin Nix for 2, thank you, Dick, for reading the Super Chats. Vito L, we're splitting it. Yeah. Matt C for 5 Australian, never forget Rippaverse Day where the prices drop faster than the 3 buildings. Aklovich for 2, the Fawaj will continue until morale improves. TT Vito for 2 Canadian, I'm sending a large group of black folk to Vito's.
You see when EVS had open house at Vito's when he was on stream with you?
I didn't see that.
That was it was like his Chiron.
Wait, what do you mean?
He had Ethan against Kyber
at the
and
bottom?
then it was open house at Vito's.
I missed that. I didn't see that.
It was pretty funny. That was mid-meltdown.
Flutter Dashy 64 for 5. Vito plays Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. I do want to do that. JJ for 2 says Free Riley is at $7,500.
FreeRiley.fund. You got to get. Riley needs money to fight Eric. He's got his court date set, October 3rd or something. Go to FreeRiley.fund. He needs like $2,000 or something like that to hire his lawyer because somebody else who couldn't take a joke and actually did call the cops when he showed up at his rented space that is also not private property, is taking him to court on domestic violence laws, which is really what all of this is about, because 2 men arguing online and saying whatever to each other is a fucking joke. All of these laws exist for women who are getting preyed on and abused by men. When 2 men do it, it is a preposterous farce, and everybody should hammer them relentlessly because it's so fucking stupid. So Eric July melted down, went after Riley. Riley needs help to defend himself. Go to FreeRiley.fund.
All right. Lord Pepsi for 5. Vito is the same as Eric July. Puerco Mammon Chillin'. I don't know what that means. Justin Broddick for 2 says Pig Party at Vito's private property.
My property.
One more refresh here. We're almost done. Let's see. Cardinal for 5.
We all love the Biggest Problem fans. Johnny Rocket, mentally chill guys. Avoid talking about the guy.
Snug says, gotta crash. Good night. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a good night. The episode has a bunch more, but I'm sure it's just Dick and Vito fighting about the show itself. So, if you want to pick it up tomorrow, you can pick it up at about 2:13:55. The show is in post, so it's no longer live. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you have a good night, and take care. I'll see you next time.
Guy they called the cops on for no reason. Yeah.
All right.
I know. Here's Vito's fucking thing.
Goes booty.
There he gets on a scale.
Oh, come on. Why is the pirate sad?
You want to get on the scale or not?
I do want to get on the scale.
Okay.
All right.
Wow, that was depressing.
Here he goes. Here he goes. 291. 291.8. 291. 291.8.
Is it a mother's milk?
Here you go. Take it.
All right. It is a copy of Cutie.
I like how much Dick is not enjoying this.
He's on DVD.
There you go, Vito.
Maybe I'll sign it, sell it at whatnot.com/invite/Vito Comedy. I'm having a lot of fun selling
I'm only
that.
giving him shit forever. Just so everybody knows. It's only going to be trash forever.
Where's the top supporters?
What does it say?
Next week, I promise I will fix that. Top
forever.
Vito Comedy. Been having a lot of fun selling
I'm only
magic
giving him
cards.
shit forever. Just so everybody knows. It's only going to be trash forever.
Where's the top supporters? Which I
It's
think
only going to be bad
next week.
forever.
I promise I will fix that.
Yeah. You gotta put off a column for the Vito files.
Can I refresh
think.
the super chats here? Guys, and if you're putting in member super chats, I can't figure out how to find them.
That's it.
So
No more
I'm
super
sorry.
chats.
Don't forget, if you're a member, though, we do support you. Thank you for being a member on the channel.
Hey, Vito, what do you mean you can't find it? You could ask somebody. I'm sure people would know where it is. I'm pretty sure it's in the right tab of the super chat, but I don't honestly know, so I could be wrong. But it seems like it'd be pretty easy to find.
And we got to do a bonus episode. If anyone has any suggestions for a good bonus episode.
The biggest problem in jokes at my expense.
Biggest problem in jokes at Dick's expense.
Yeah, the biggest problem in jokes that aren't funny.
I would like to do the video game challenge. I think that would be fun. So maybe people.
No, it's too mean spirited now though.
I want to do you ever see the movie?
That was like for like if like everyone is friends and we're all laughing at other people.
We are all friends. I'm having. I love you.
No. Now it's like.
Come on, what is this?
Now it's like.
Okay, well,
jokes aren't funny.
I would still like to be your friend, Dick. I think we are still friends. I hope our friendship doesn't end. I'm enjoying doing the show, and I think people are enjoying the show. And all that matters is people like the show, right? Isn't that the most important thing
you've told me? But still.
You sound worried, Garrus.
No, not really. If you're wrong, we'll pay for it. But if you're right and we did nothing, I think we'd regret it a whole lot more. I just hope we can catch Saren before they realize we're missing.
We'll catch him. Just be ready when we do.
Yes, Commander.
That's it?
Commander, good to see you.
Not gonna talk about how your mission's done?
Stealing a
okay.
You know what you're doing, Shepard.
I'm not as crazy as everyone thinks.
Sometimes crazy is the best way to go. I just hope they don't catch us before we get our hands on Saren.
You and me both.
I just hate to get stuck now.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
We're fugitives on the run. Very exciting, Shepard. I wonder what the Council would do to us if we got caught.
If they catch us, then Saren finds the conduit. Whatever the Council's got planned, I guarantee the Reapers will do worse.
That doesn't make me feel any better. Let's talk about something else.
Alright, bye, bitch.
See you later.
Why would you... Whatever. What is the point of walking? These random nameless dorks.
Anything you need, Commander?
I wanted to see how you're dealing with Ash's death.
Dealing, ma'am. Sorry for anything I said back there. Adrenaline.
I understand. I don't like losing people either.
I've served for years, but never lost a soldier under my command. Not to hostile action, anyway. If you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Akuz?
It was my job to get everyone out safe. I failed. I vowed not to let that happen again. Same here.
Thing?
I'll remember her, and I'll do better for her.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do. Thanks for the advice, ma'am.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Input? Hell, I don't know. We're fighting giant machines from outside the galaxy. Should I be afraid of them? Or in awe of them? Anything so old, so intelligent.
Yeah, they've been around a while. So were the Turians. We gave them a boot in the ass.
I think we're gonna need a bigger boot, Commander.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
I'm getting tired, so I think I'm going to just, go to sleep before the next mission. Yeah, I'm a little tired. I don't have any more missions. We gotta go upstairs, right? Curious why this wouldn't also be an elevator right here. That's where the docking bay is, then you can roll it straight into here, then you have to take it down the stairs around the corner to the cargo bay. That seems like a lot. Either way, I thought this was going to be the end, but I'm glad it's not. So I'm going to save and head to bed and get a little bit of sleep and head up in the morning before work and see if I can get some more in. There's still about an hour of the Dick Show left, so I can knock that out in the morning. If anyone wants to chillax for the last hour. Seems like you're just talking with... Wait, hold on. It says hour here, but only 5 minutes on the screen. I guess we'll hit 5 minutes on this. No?
Well, we can figure it out. You know what? There's a lot to be...
Yeah, Vito's right. We can figure it out. I'm going to go to sleep. I want to thank Snugs for joining me. He was keeping me entertained the whole time. And anyone else that decides to watch the VOD or was here live and didn't say anything. So, thank you so much for coming tonight, and I'll see you next time.